Yes, it is. Oh, it's not capturing the game.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. Hey, asshole. Hey, capture the game, why don't ya?
Bum, 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 bum,
Why will you not capture the game?
bum, bum, bum.
The game's right here. Bitch. Alright, fine, whatever. We'll just do display capture. And then have nothing work. Excellent. Love it. Okay. Should be working now. Jess is here. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Alright.
Expose your desktop real quick.
Yeah, everyone just gets to see the Twitch outline for like 2 seconds. Okay, it's working now. Alright, hello everybody. Kingston is also here.
Hello.
So, we're back with another installment of Hallo-Stream. Last time we played speed dating for ghosts, and this time
I'm gonna turn off the light so I can see.
Okay. This time we are playing episode 2 of Scarlet Hollow. We played the first installment of this game during Pride Month.
Rocky is here, hello.
Hello, and we really liked it. It was really good. And the second part is out now, so we're gonna do that.
And this isn't going to be the whole game, but
Yes.
the rest of the game isn't out yet. So when we finish episode 2, we'll call that a completed game.
Yeah.
Did you click the right one?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. Hey, yep. Cool. Continue. Do you want to do a quick recap?
Probably.
That makes sense. Yes. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. I can't
Welcome
remember.
to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out.
Afraid! Oh, right, yeah, we chose the talk to animals trait. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous?
Haha, oh Avery, I'm not famous.
Cryptid-hunter lady, my beloved.
Oh, didn't I give her like a country accent?
You did.
Even
She
though,
had
like...
a little southern drawl.
Even though technically it's her dog who's supposed to.
Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs.
I'm a YouTuber.
Me too, bitch. You're probably better at it than we are. She hunts cryptids. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain, rot, decay. Oh yeah, in case you weren't here for the first one, this is like a legit horror game.
Proper
I know,
horror game.
I know, you know, on Friday we were playing like a speed dating for ghosts with just some goofy lads, but this one's proper spooky.
Fair warning, this one is actually kind of scary.
It's scary. There's like some body horror.
I was scared.
Some light
when we were
gore.
playing this.
So, you know.
Light gore? Someone got their head blown off.
Yeah, but they didn't like show it with that much detail as well as I can remember. But yeah, if that's something that you find upsetting, maybe don't watch.
Jess says, I know someone called Stella and someone called Avery. Also, it says, my temporary disappearance is temporarily on hiatus, and just put a question mark, and then they said, I will not elaborate.
Excellent. You'll eat those woods when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn.
Oh, yeah, this is the guy we accidentally let die.
I didn't want the dog to die. We made an executive decision to value the fictional dog above the fictional old man.
Oh, God.
Come on, you whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness.
I hate those things.
You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before she manages to wiggle out of her harness. Your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. God damn it! Stella, keep an eye on them for us. Make sure they don't get into any more trouble. Oh, this fucking guy. Welcome home. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and
this is the old woman saying this, I think. Maybe?
Okay.
I can't
I don't
tell.
know.
I forget.
My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come.
Cool. Ditchlings. Right. They're horrifying and I hate them.
Yes. I remember that they themselves aren't dangerous.
Well, they got Duke's head blown open, so...
Yeah, but that was, like, he shot at them, and they jumped because they were scared,
Can you mute you goddamn video game text alert?
No, I can't.
It's really ruining the atmosphere. What do you mean you can't, you fucker?
It never lets me do that. Okay, here we go. Alright, we'll see if it actually works, because sometimes it doesn't. From the comfort of Stella's guest room, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to somebody else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now, you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Wake up.
Alright, Tuesday. Hell yeah.
You open your eyes. The sun has risen. The birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the window and the woods beyond, and you wonder if the monsters are lurking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the comfort of your new friend's family home. You can't help but remember Duke slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. A knock at the front door. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering through the house and past the closed door of your bedroom.
Where the hell is Astra? Oh, hey, Tabby. There's a fresh pot of coffee on. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
On
just
the table
keep going.
if you want to come in. No, I'm just here to check on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today.
You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. Hey, some people are trying to sleep in here, saunter out half clothes, finish getting dressed, and calmly collect yourself and quietly hide under your covers.
Get dressed.
You calmly collect yourself while Tabitha fumes outside your door.
Oh, you sure you don't want to visit for a bit? You don't have to run around being the big boss this week of all weeks. You should let yourself... I'm fine, thanks. Astra, I know you're here. Where the hell are you hiding?
Let her stew for a bit. Astra's in here right now who walk out to greet them.
Our cousin already doesn't like us, so...
That is true.
Mel is here. Hello.
Howdy.
What do you want?
I'm gonna let her stew for a bit. You lean against the far wall for a moment and smile. Tabitha must be livid.
I'm coming in. You better be decent. Oh,
Gretchen.
I'm so glad we saved you.
An excited pug bolts through the door and jumps on the bed.
I simply must say what a joy it is to see that you are finally up. I do hope you're well rested and that you don't mind our most unfortunate guest. Sorry, Astra.
Ghost tracks.
I love it. Morning. How'd you sleep? Tabitha. What exactly did the two of you get up to last night? We hunted cryptids.
We witnessed a murder, the death of a man.
We found some terrifying worm creatures called ditchlings, and we watched someone die. So, we went up into the woods to film a video. No, not that part. The cops called this morning and told me all about that. They did? What'd they say? Did they find Duke? They didn't find a body, if that's what you're asking, but apparently he never went home last night. Yeah, 'cause we saw him die.
Yeah.
Is that up for debate that he's dead? Like, two people say he blew his head off with a shotgun because a creature attacked him, and they're just like, well, he never came home last night, so I guess he's considered missing, like he's dead. You have no reason not to believe us.
Yeah.
They had quite a few questions about you, Astra. Ugh, don't worry, I told them you were an upstanding citizen. You should remember that kindness next time you think about blowing me off to spend the night with a stranger.
You are also a stranger.
We have never met
We
you.
have known you for about 10 minutes longer than we have known Stella. Tabitha walks out of the room in a huff, leaving you and Stella to follow her back into the living room. Baby, it's his princess.
Hey, don't be so hard on Astra. I asked them to crash here.
Oh, her spider plant is fucking thriving. Look at that.
Look at this house is adorable. Hold
It
on.
is.
Oh, there's all this stuff on the wall. Is that like
Yeah.
cryptid shit? Or
It looks like drawings and photos of her and her dog.
Oh.
Adorable.
And look, I don't care what the cops think, Tabby. There's something horrible out in those woods. And I don't think anyone in this room wanted Astra walking up that mountain alone last night. Stella, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? And while you're at it, please stop calling me Tabby. We're not in high school anymore. Yeah, alright. You're not going to let her treat my dearest Stella like that, are you, Astra?
No, I'm fucking not. I will go to war for this woman. Stella stays. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? Sorry, Stella, but I should probably talk to Tabitha in private or quietly let Stella leave.
Isn't this Stella's house? I'm sick of Tabitha's shit. I wanted to be nice to her. We tried. She hates us.
Yeah, she
Stop
already
being a
hates us.
bitch,
Let's
Tabitha.
burn this bridge even more than we already have. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around?
Go on, Tabby. No bewaiting guests in the Richmond household. Whatever. I don't really care if you're here for this. Oh,
And
God.
why'd you ask her to leave?
I hate you so much. You've been in town for less than a day and my stress is already through the roof. Then why not we could just stay with Stella?
Yeah,
God,
I'd rather
Jesus.
do that, honestly. She's way cooler than you are.
I mean, I get it. Stella got you all worked up and you were too scared to walk home. Sure, whatever. That checks out. We saw a man die. Why does no one believe us?
Why does everyone either not believe us or not care that we saw a bunch of monsters and saw Duke blow his own brains out on accident?
Like, I can understand the not believing in the monsters part,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, why doesn't everyone... Like, he never came home last night, so why does no one believe us that he died? Surely the most logical explanation for two people to randomly lie about seeing a bunch of monsters murder someone in the woods would be we saw something murder someone in the woods.
And we think it's a monster,
we
but it might not.
Thought it was a monster, but it's probably just like a normal wild animal.
Yeah.
But like, you know, trauma and shit made us think it was a monster. But like, no, they're all just like, yeah, if Duke's really dead, he's not come back, has he? God.
Yeah.
But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. We called you. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers.
The threads of fate will take me where they take me. You're not my boss. You can't run off as soon as I get here and hold me to a different standard. I watched a man die last night. There's actually something out there. I'm sorry it won't happen again. Lie! I'm sorry it won't happen again. remain silent.
Part of me wants to say the threads of fate will take me where they take me. Like, we are an adult. God, why is Tabitha, if we're stressing you out, we're not your responsibility, bitch.
I'm gonna
just
say
ignore us.
That's a fate will take me where they take me.
I love how the mystical option is literally just to be an eccentric little bitch all the time.
I love it. I love being an eccentric little bitch.
Ugh, just text me, okay? I spent more time than I would like coming down here, and I have an incredibly busy day ahead of me. We did text you. We didn't ask for you to come down here. No one is asking you to babysit us, Tabitha.
We are an adult. I don't know how old we're supposed to be, but we are an adult.
I expect to see you back at the estate tonight. Fuck you. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay?
Tabitha sighs.
You're relentless. We'll see, but don't get your hopes up.
Oh, Sashi. I don't like her either.
Hey, you good? Sorry about Tabby. She totally blindsided me.
Oh my god, I can't believe you had to hear that. You shouldn't let Tabitha treat you like that. There's nothing you could have done to stop her. I think she means well. I'm good, but how are you? That was a little tense. Please warn me the next time my cousin's out for blood. I do kind of want to say there's nothing you could have done to stop her.
Yeah, I do also think she means well. As much as I do not like her at this point.
That is true.
I do think she means well.
I'm gonna say there's nothing you could have done to stop her.
Yeah, probably. How are you holding up, though? That was rough.
I'm happy I stayed here. I shouldn't have stayed here. I don't regret anything, but you're right, that sucked. I could care less what Tabitha... I couldn't care less what Tabitha thinks. I'd rather just pretend nothing happened.
Fucking, I don't know, how do you react to watching a man die? There's no abject horror.
No, it's not about that. It's about the argument with Tabitha, which makes me want to be like, I couldn't care less. Because they're treating it like it was a super intense, like, ooh, thing, when it was really just like, why do you care? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less what Tabitha thinks.
I get that. We went through a lot last night, but I don't think she really gets that. And I can't say I blame her. Tabby's going through a lot too. I know it's hard, but you might want to cut her some slack. We cut her plenty of slack. Spent the whole last episode trying to be nice to her.
We're done.
And she just would give us, she just hated us more and more.
We're done being nice. This bridge has been burned. It is falling apart like her house.
Anyways, sorry for that rude awakening. I've been up for a little while, but I was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. But you're up now, and we've got a full day ahead of us if we're going to get to the bottom of this. A full day ahead of us? That sounds like it's walking time to me.
Wait, hold up. Why are you so chipper? I want to ask the other miners about Wayne.
He's the creepy guy.
Yeah. Alright, boss, what's the game plan? Wait, do we have to look into this stuff? What if we just skipped town and ride things out?
That's probably what I do in real life. But
just get out.
Why are you so chipper?
Yeah.
You did watch a man die.
You should be okay right now.
Guess I'm just pretty good at compartmentalizing things.
You got there.
Dropping the accent for that. What happened out in the woods last night was horrific, but right now we have something important to focus on. I have time to process what happened to Duke when we get to the bottom of things.
You shouldn't just bury your feelings like that. I want to ask the other miners about Wayne. Alright, boss, what's the game plan? Do we have to look into this stuff? And yeah.
I want to keep doing the explore options. Remember those, like, don't. Like, we can still select anything else.
Yeah.
Like it says, so I'm a bit confused. Whomst is the protagonist. We are. Astra.
We are the protagonist.
Stella is our new cryptid-hunting friend. Tabitha is our mean cousin.
Yeah.
And Gretchen is a dog.
You shouldn't just bury your feelings like that. What happened to Duke last night would mess with anyone.
I get that, but I'm fine, really. At least for now. I can process this in my own time. Fair enough.
Okay, cool.
I want to know what the fuck is up with creepy Wayne guy.
Me too. I want to check out the mines at some point today. Maybe some of the miners there can tell us about Wayne. He scared the bejesus out of me last night.
Definitely. Oh, God.
Kanika, I think.
Kanika's waiting for us at the library, so we should head over there first. But unless we can find something solid on ditchlings there, the mines seem like the strongest lead we've got. Oh, let me set up a group chat. What's your number? The ditchling hunting group chat? Oh,
Hell yeah! You and Stella exchange numbers. A text message from Stella to you and Kanika. It reads, group chat!
Anyways, daylight's burning, so let's roll out as soon as you finish getting dressed. Thought we already did.
Can I eat first or get dressed and head into town? I'm going to explore. Can I eat first?
Don't worry about it. I've packed all sorts of snacks for the day, and Oscar totally wouldn't mind if we eat at the library. Logan is here. Hello.
Alright, but their snacks better be good or get dressed and head into town. Let's just head into town.
Please stop bringing Gretchen everywhere. They make me nervous.
I don't want anything bad to happen to her.
I want it to be very clear that I will choose Gretchen over any human who's in nature, which is why I want Gretchen
Except
to stay.
for, like, Stella, probably.
Except for Stella, probably. Yeah,
the walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone's throw from what remains of Scarlet Hollow's once bustling main street. You shudder as you stare down the thoroughfare, both from the chill in the morning air and the all-too-present memories of everything you witnessed last night.
See that building labeled Town Hall? That's actually the library. Well, it's also the Town Hall, but that's just a small upstairs office nowadays. Yeah, I guess when there's like 5 people in the town, there's not much to do. Guess this town's not what it used to be. That, Mayor's really into going on walks. Think there's actually going to be a meet and greet later this week. Could be just the pick-me-up we need with everything that's been going on.
I couldn't think of
conversation with the mayor.
I couldn't think of something that would be less of a pick-me-up than doing a meet and a greet with some random fuck-ass man. I don't give a shit.
Stella may be fond of him, but I certainly didn't vote for that beast. Oh.
Talk to animals. Gretchen doesn't seem to care for him. Sounds fun. Maybe he'll actually take this whole ditchling thing seriously. I wouldn't trust him to help us after how the cops treated us last night. Maybe. Yuck, politicians remain silent.
I say either yuck, politicians, or, Gretchen doesn't seem to be a big fan of it.
Let's go for Gretchen. I like being weird.
Alright, I know you've joked about it a couple times, but now I'm actually starting to believe you can understand it. Gretchen absolutely can't stand Mayor Jimmy. Oh, hey!
Oh, hey!
Okay, so, yeah.
Morning, Stella, and same to you, Astra.
Okay, Sybil is the old one.
Speak of the devil, we were just talking about you. I don't know what voice I gave.
Just keep going. They're all just gonna have different voices every single time.
Coming from Stella's, huh? Did y'all have a slumber party?
Sorry y'all, but I'm actually in a bit of a rush this morning. I can't really stop to chat. It'll take me a bit to set up, so if you want to catch up with folks or grab something at the diner, you can meet me at the library when you're done.
Explore, sure. See you in a bit. Gesture that you'll catch up with Avery and Sybil. Not getting an early start seems important. Or silently follow.
I just kind of want to go to the library. We could gesture that we'll catch up with Avery and Sybil. That might leave the door open for us to talk to them later.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit more interested in the ditchlings than small talk.
You gesture towards Avery and Sybil and give Stella oh, nope, that was just the same as the other option.
Oh. Cool, see you soon.
Fuck.
Whoops.
Whoa, she always has time to chat.
Rocky says, either I'm tripping or I can hear the attempt of an accent. Yeah, do you like my really bad southern drawl I do for Stella? I'm sure it's great.
Is she feeling okay? Oh, Stella and Astra just got up to a bit of trouble last night. That's all.
A bit of trouble? Man, what is wrong with all of you people?
Everyone in this town just doesn't give a shit about Duke, I guess. Like, damn. You're gonna call us going into the woods and seeing a man die is a bit of trouble? You can't just drop something like that and leave me hanging. What happened, Astra? Tell Avery the whole truth. Duke got hurt. Nothing really happened. I'm traumatized and not ready to talk about it yet. Jeez, nosy much. I hardly know you.
Just tell him everything. Maybe he'll react like a person. God.
Stella and I went into the woods to try to find a skunk ape, but we ran into something way worse. Actual monsters. Sybil said they're called ditchlings, but whatever they are, they killed Duke and have been mutilating the local wildlife. Whoa, slow down. Duke is dead? It's true, I'm afraid. That's awful. Has anyone told Beau? Yes, he's taking it as well as you can imagine. I'll be going up to check in on him today, the poor lad. Can't believe you had to see that, Astra.
See, that's like Avery.
Cool. They're like, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God.
Jesus, somebody here has... Fucking Christ. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves. It's chaga lemon balm. Oh, that's Sybil. It's chaga and lemon balm. It's always helped me on the bad days. And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Astra. See you, Sybil. Take care now, Avery.
Thank God for Avery being a normal person and expressing proper sympathy for the crazy shit our character had to deal with last night.
Yeah.
Good God. Good for you, Avery.
I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. I know you can sense what I sense here. How are you so calm? Thanks, Sybil. Do you know anything else about ditchlings? Why doesn't anyone in this town seem to know or care that a man died?
I'm kind of interested in...
Why doesn't anyone in this town seem to know or care that the woods are full of monsters? What's wrong with people here? I'm gonna say that one. Why doesn't anyone in this town seem to know or care that a man died? This town has had a hard run of things, Astra. People here lead difficult lives. Their pasts are full of death. No one in Scarlet Hollow is a stranger to it. Kanika and Miles lost their father not but a few years ago. We've all just had to learn to live with it in our own ways. As for your encounter with the police, people tell a lot of stories up into the hills, especially city folk who wouldn't know a bear from a Bigfoot. No offense, of course. But I'm afraid that means most folk aren't going to take your claim very seriously, at least not until they see what you saw with their own eyes. Be gentle with them, Astra. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe and God bless.
So everyone here is just like a wreck. Cool.
Yeah, they're all just emotionally stunted. Stella said you had some time to kill before she finished setting up. You probably have a bit of time before you need it at the library. Swing by the diner, swing by the general store, head straight to the library.
Have we ever been to the general store?
I don't know, let's find out.
I feel like we tried to and we got intercepted by Stella.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended up on this crazy shit. What would the plot of this game be if we had just been like, nah, to Stella when she invited us along?
I don't know. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. Explorer, offer him your boiled peanuts. You should leave town, there are monsters in the woods. Hi, I'm Astra. If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you? What you doing on your phone? We see ya.
Give him the boiled peanuts.
Just be a fucking freak.
No phone, okay.
The young man looks up at your now quite pungent bag of peanuts, curls his lips in disgust, and returns to his phone.
Maybe it'd be like, if I wanted to buy chips or something.
Yeah. So if I wanted to buy something here, do I talk to you or... He sighs. I guess, yeah. Kanika decided to skip work today, so of course whatever plans I had didn't matter. Just take the chips. I don't care. I'm paying for my chips. Wouldn't that be stealing or won't Kanika get mad? I'm good. I'm not about to turn down free stuff. Take chips. What should we do?
Probably don't steal the chips.
I'm gonna say I'm paying for my chips. I insist. I'm not ringing you up. Take them or leave them. I mean, okay, sure. I'll take the chips. You grab a bag of salt and vinegar chips on a nearby shelf. It will sustain you in the coming days. Cool. Anything else you want to say to this dude?
We could ominously tell him there's monsters in the woods.
Why not? You should leave town, you should get out of town. There are monsters in the woods. I'm serious. Something bad is going to happen, and you should get out of here as soon as possible. You've been talking to my mom too much. Alright.
Cool.
You turn and leave the general.
I'm assuming this is... What's her name?
Kanika?
Kanika's brother.
I assume so. Let's head to the library. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas.
Oh, hey, you made it.
What the fuck is this? Mural here.
Ominous mural.
It is a man tied to one of those steel rods, steel beams, getting carried by a bunch of distressed miners, and there's a fire in the background and some happy children.
Maybe there's like a fire in the mine and that's like a makeshift gurney.
I guess. I don't know. Settle in with Stella and Kaneko. Shush Stella and point at all the books before heading over to her table. I'm gonna just settle in. You head over to Stella and Kaneko's table and settle in.
Glad you found the place. Oh, I love Gretchen so much.
Baby!
Hey, Astra. You look tired. You can't just tell someone they look tired.
Snitch on the guy from the general store. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm pretty amped up, actually. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before. Kanika, you can't just tell someone they look tired.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say it was hard to fall asleep tonight, all things considered. Yeah, it was pretty hard to sleep last night, all things considered.
With all of those dreadful creatures in every nook and corner, it is a wonder you got even a wink. Can't say I got a wink myself. Yeah, same. Anyways, I guess we should get started.
Hey there, strangers! And literal stranger. Boiled.
Why do we have that? God!
Introduce yourself or remain silent. I'll just introduce myself. Hey, I'm Astra, Tabitha's cousin. I'm in town for the funeral. Oh, I should have known you were Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. I'm Oscar, oh god. Gutierrez?
Sure. We'll probably never have to say it again.
Hi, I'm Oscar Gutierrez, chief librarian, and only librarian.
Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple of shelves of bowling books donated by old people.
Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs out with.
They're good kids at Holly. I'm sure they're just up at that old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled.
What's the old Maxwell place? I don't like the thought of teens getting up to mischief with all those ditchlings in the woods. I'm sure she's fine or say nothing. I'm gonna say, what's the old Maxwell place?
It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens. Can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese.
I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home.
Do we literally keep just telling everyone and...
I don't want everyone to think we're literally insane, because then later on they won't believe us.
Yeah.
You know, so... Should we say I'm sure she's fine or say nothing?
Maybe just say nothing.
Cool. You say nothing and let the others talk.
Might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here.
Is that so?
Okay, the goth chick's gonna tell her for us. Kanika is right. There's some weird stuff going on in the woods. It's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They're a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kind of look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta.
Accurate description. Those things are fucked.
Kanika's mom told us about him last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods.
Ditchlings? Doesn't ring a bell.
His glasses did the dramatic anime
Yes.
thing. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were to say trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall a town, where would you start looking?
Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something?
Well, we just came into your library questioning you about a bunch of cryptid monsters that apparently foretell disaster, and said we got footage of them in the woods. So, yeah, I'd say there's a lot to be worried about.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna nab some more books. Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen.
Oh, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, are you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal.
Well, ain't you the sweetest thing on two legs?
Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole.
Pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in the woods.
If I were you, I would keep my loved ones close in the coming days. A man's already dead. It's nothing we can't get to the bottom of, or whatever's out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. Get out while you still can.
Maybe go with the wildlife one, because it signals that it could be dangerous without us sounding like a crazy person running through the streets screaming that monsters are gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
It tells him, yeah, this could be these things are dangerous, but we don't sound insane.
Whatever's out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. I don't think it's safe. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again.
It's probably a good idea. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. No, he should definitely call her to make sure she's not getting, tumorified by the ditchlings.
Yeah. Thanks, Kanika. And Astra, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand.
Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books.
Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair.
Alright. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. It's gonna be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. I'll be doing most of my research online. You never know what kind of weird biases the folks writing these books might have.
I like her hair a lot. Looks cool.
It does. Whatever you find online might be biased too, you know. Yeah, but it probably has a better selection of information than the tiny 10-person town library does. Which is why we cross-reference things. Yeah, you're right. It's good to cast a wide net. Guess the books are up to me and Astra.
Reading awaits. Flip through Veins of Scarlet, a history of the Scarlet Hollow coal mines. Flip through Silas Scarlet, Soldier, Woodsman, Leader. Flip through Appalachian Folk Monsters, reading is for suckers like Kanika and Stella do the work for you.
Maybe start with Appalachian Folk Monsters?
Yes. A few entries catch your eye. Wampus Cat, a large cat-like creature with a loud howling voice, often said to sound like a woman crying out in pain. Tommy Knockers, that's a terrible name. Enigmatic cave-dwelling creatures, primarily known for causing mischief. Tallypo, a small creature with a long tail and wide yellow eyes.
Maybe the Tommy Knockers, as weird as a name that is, because we are going to be going into the mines later.
That's true.
Oh, that's a great picture.
Tommy Knockers originated in Cornish. Fucking Christ! Can I talk, please? Cornish mythology, spreading to the United States when Cornish immigrants began working in Appalachian mines. They're named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in.
Oh, that's mischief, causing cave-ins?
According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers to the supports of mines and collapse them on whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are the spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place.
Cool. It seems that Jess and Logan think that the snacks on the table are just wedges of cheese.
They do look like that. I think they're probably like quiche or biscuits or something.
Yeah.
Let's try Wampus Cat.
Fun.
Often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the Wampus Cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down and, by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of the region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wild cat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered to perform the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. That would be a very strange punishment to put on somebody for eavesdropping. Her calls are
turn
those
you into a cat that will then terrorize us for centuries.
Her calls are those of great sadness, and serve as a warning to anyone who dares go against tradition.
Cool.
There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Some small creature had gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he'd drawn his gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle. "Guess this'll have to do," he said to his dog, and threw the tail in a pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling across wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he'd been, and in the gloom he saw two big yellow eyes staring right at him. "I want my Tallypo," a high, hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. This is so much worse than the other ones.
This is definitely going to be relevant. This one's way more detailed than everything else is.
"Go away," he screamed at the thing. Butter stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of long claws dragging across hardwood accompanying its movements. I want my tally-po, the creature growled again. I'll get my dog after you, the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear, but there was no dog to be seen. I want my tally-po! Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws outstretched, stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning, all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney standing alone in the woods. You done here.
We're gonna find a chimney in the woods at some point.
Yes, we are. Oh, you close the book and put it back. It's awful.
No. Okay, well now we just have the history books. Let's go. History.
Let's figure out about this dude. He seems like one of our ancestors. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. Jesus Christ. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to particular ruthlessness, for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet.
Oh, cool. Good.
The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. So one of our ancestors founded Scarlet Hollow with land that he won from stealing it from Native Americans. Great.
I mean, that's how every town
is here.
Country.
Yeah.
It's realistic.
Mm-hmm.
It's realistic.
But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own two hands, occupied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children.
Why did everyone have so many kids back then?
They have birth control. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered which seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value.
This guy's an asshole. I don't like him.
Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. He finished with this one. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exacerbated by a short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy. Ugh. Oh, God.
We are in Appalachia. Good God.
Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest 2 sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine.
You're gonna name your son after Andrew Jackson? The genocide guy?
Everything I learn about this dude is terrible.
Good God.
Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades. Oh my God. I don't want to let my workers unionize. So, oh man. We've got this shitty ass falling apart manor from extortion money. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet estate that was, until 1889, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region, culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918. It was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse and the deaths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's eldest son Theodore, who had taken over for his aging father during the bustle of the war. His brother Enoch V. Scarlet managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made its fortune.
In a lot of terrible ways. Logan says Andrew Jackson fucking sucked. Exactly. You're gonna name your child after him? He's a dick.
definitely one of, if not the worst president this country has ever had.
He's up there.
He's up there. Every president has done awful things, but most of them haven't gotten the nickname, oh yeah, the genocide guy. So...
That's literally the only thing I know about him.
That's the only notable thing he did! Because he was a fuck-ass loser. I think I'm all done. Let's check in.
Mel says, me, who knows nothing about American history because I live in Canada, just says, I just don't know anything because I'm dumb. And Rex says, me, who just never really cared about American history because it was never engaging. Well, Andrew Jackson was a president of the United States and he committed genocide. And that's really all you need to know about him.
Yes. So that sucks. Our family is god-awful. Moving on.
Alright, if we're going with what Kanike's mom told us last night.
Kanike.
I don't know, what's her name?
Kanika.
Kanika.
Look at it and read it out loud. It's Kanika.
Okay. Kanika's mom told us last night. I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything?
Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut.
Oh, hey, Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Pixel, my dear friend, it's been too long. How have you been?
I'm glad we're getting positive cat representation. My biggest criticism of this game thus far was that the only cat in it was a dick, but now we've got a nice cat.
Hungry. Did Stella bring the good stuff? Haha, don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Ah, yeah, snack time. Crunch, crunch.
I love this baby. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people may pay attention to anything that isn't
This
him.
is accurate cat representation.
Hey Pixel, what do you think about the monsters we saw in the woods? Why do you let a paper shredder freely wander a library or leave peace?
Talk to the cat. Talk to the cat.
Hey Pixel, what do you think of the monsters we saw in the woods?
I'm an indoor cat. I know nothing about no woods. I just hang out in the library, especially now that our house get haunted.
Pixel says your house is haunted. Wait, your house is haunted?
God. I don't know, either one of the haunted house ones.
Pixel says your house is haunted. What's up with that? How did you know?
Astro is either psychic or they can talk to animals. It's a long story.
We're both. We got mystic and talk to animals. We got all the connections, man. We can talk to ghosts. We can talk to dogs. We can talk to anybody except our cousin, apparently.
Logan said, I made a very cursed image today.
Good.
Congrats. No comment.
We, been living in the library for a little bit.
It's been great. Way more snacks. Way more squitches. Except sometimes there's too much squitches. Hold up. What kind of haunting are we talking about here? Unexplained noises, objects appearing in strange and unfamiliar places? Ah, Oscar, don't get her hopes up like that.
Nothing like that, sorry. The floor in my bedroom just keeps seeping blood, and I've seen a strange figure in the hallway a couple of times.
Wait, is he joking?
Hello?
You're not just gonna casually be like, oh no floating objects, my floor just seeps blood. What? Huh? Wait,
Pardon?
You've seen a full body apparition? Can I see
Look
it?
at Gretchen's face. That's how I feel after hearing that information.
Stella, it's probably just a dirty pipe or something. But what if it's a ghost?
Mystical, I believe him. It's totally a ghost. Let's go bust it. It's worth looking into. I'm with Kanika. There's probably a very normal and very boring explanation. I believe him. I can practically feel the haunting as we speak. Well, we do live in the annex behind the building. Y'all are more than welcome to check it out. Maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go monster hunting again, guys.
That went really well the first time.
Yes, we'll be there. Yeah, that sounds like a fun way to spend an evening. Can't wait to get spooked by some creaky pipes.
Let's leave Pixel be. I don't want to judge his life choices. My friend is playing Dead by Daylight. You decide to leave Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep.
Oh,
Loaf! Alright, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything.
Rocky says, I forgot how entertaining these streams were. I'm gonna try and come out of my self-exile and watch streams again. Well, I'm glad. We would be glad to have you return. It is also might have nothing to do with the fact that we have barely streamed at all in the past, 2 months.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be going for it this month.
We've got a lot of options. Any luck with Rosalina? What were you saying about nuclear incidents? Do you think there's a cult here? Talk about the 3 books we read. Do you think Wayne factors into any of this? We should check out the mines. Why don't we just have a look for Rosalina? Or what do y'all think?
What were you saying about nuclear incidents?
Yeah.
You were talking about that gold spoiler thing, right? Haha, yeah. Apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple of bombs.
Fascinating bit of history there. The first 2 of the bombs landed upright after its parachute. The first of the 2 bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed the trigger on the descent.
And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. What?
Right. It's conventional explosive disintegrated in mid-air, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up.
I'm sorry, did you say they buried it? Do y'all need something dug up? Because if so, I'm your gal.
I don't want you digging up a bomb, Gretchen. I don't think disarming nuclear bombs is part of our skill set. So the nuke made the ditchlings. If the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here? Oh god, we're screwed.
If the bomb was somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Goldsboro is almost 400 miles from here. Not that we should be looking too hard at the disaster angle. Whatever those creatures are, they're biological. Look, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. It is a nuclear bomb.
That is true. Also, sometimes radiation does make monsters. Just not like Spider-Man or whatever. It just makes really big beasties.
It actually can, in fact, cause genetic mutations.
It can. Not in the way that we normally think about it. Like, it's not like you get hit with radiation and get deformed. It usually causes it. Like, it's usually like you get exposed to radiation, and that causes a higher rate of birth defects.
In your offspring. So it's like you're not gonna get superpowers and turn into a monster. Your offspring are gonna get superpowers and turn into a monster, but they might have 7 fingers.
They might be a little fucked.
You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I've missed this.
Any luck with Rosalina? Do you think there's a cult here? Talk about the books? Or do you think Wayne factors into any of this? Let's talk about one of the books. Let's talk about the folk monsters. So, Appalachian folk monsters. Wampus cat kind of sounds like they could be mountain lions. Do you think the ditchlings... Tommy knockers? Do you think Wayne is a Tommy knocker? My mom used to tell me the Tally Post story. I'd totally forgotten about it. I kind of want to say that one because it has lore.
Tally Post is the one that really stuck out to me personally.
Yeah. My mom used to tell me that tally post story back when I was little. I can't believe I forgot that one. It scared me so bad I didn't eat soup for years. I thought a monster might try and dig it out of my stomach if I did.
Haha, I love that one. There's this old chimney in the woods that I used to think was the chimney from Talipo. The one that was left after the thing did whatever it did. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Now I know that's just because chimneys don't burn down and wooden houses do. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Whew. That doesn't mean it's not the chimney from Talipo.
So
It
again,
probably is.
relatable expression.
It's like I know when we read that story, I was like, we're gonna find a chimney in the woods. But then, Kanika was like, there's a chimney in the woods. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
I've camped out there a couple times and seen some pretty spooky stuff. Yeah, I watched that video. You saw raccoons. You're gonna get rabies one of these days, chasing after wildlife like that. What can I say? I like to live on the edge.
Wampus cats kind of sound like they could be mountain lions. Do you think the ditchlings are Tommyknockers? Do you think Wayne is a Tommyknocker?
I don't think the ditchlings are Tommyknockers, given the fact that they do not look or behave anything like them.
Yes. Well, I guess there's the fact that some people believe that the Tommyknockers give people warnings before, like, disasters with mines.
I suppose.
Let's talk about the Wampus cats. Wampus cats kind of sound like they could be mountain lions. Voiced like a woman crying out somewhere between person-sized and cat-sized.
Definitely. They are 100% mountain lions. Kanika, you know there's no mountain lions up here. I thought you were supposed to be a skeptic. Oh, Stella, one of these days you'll trust us. But the myths are old, right? Mountain lions didn't go extinct in the Appalachians that long ago. Those legends just haven't died off yet. Almost every cryptid can be tracked down to either a hoax or someone getting confused about a perfectly normal animal. Sometimes both. Bigfoot, for instance, started as a prank. Then folks saw bears walking around on their hind legs and got freaked out, and now here we are. You'll eat those words when I get the first clear footage of a Bigfoot. If you manage that, I will print out a piece of paper that says Bigfoot isn't real and literally eat it. I promise. I'm holding you to it.
You want to just move on, or do you want to ask about the ditchlings?
Let's throw it out there. Why not?
Why not? Do you think the ditchlings are Tommyknockers with the whole warning thing?
Just thought, but Tommyknockers live in mines. That's like their whole thing. I'm gonna write it down though.
Look at that funky little guy.
Is that supposed to be a ditchling?
I hope
way
so.
Cuter than
that
the
is way cuter than the ditchlings are. Look at it. I'd be friends with that guy. I want the ditchlings to stay on the opposite side of the planet from me.
Tommyknockers are literally just the sounds that happen when a bunch of rocks and wood are about to collapse. Listen, normally in, like, real life, I am Kanika, but I saw a bunch of fucking monsters in the woods, so that's kind of getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Is
this how Ryan feels in every BuzzFeed Unsolved video?
Are they, or are they the sound of mysterious creatures pounding on the rocks and support beams with hammers to cause a collapse? There's simply no way to know.
Let's move on. Do you think there's a cult here?
Why that question? Why would we ask that?
I don't know. Let's talk about her shit family. So Scylla's Scarlet was what a revisionist biography. Rich guy in the South. I should have known it wouldn't be pretty. I guess he was a product of the different time. Who knows what future generations will think when they look back on us. Not that we,
Seems like a great dude. Definitely not that one.
Wow, talk about a self-made man. Seems like a great dude. Do you think the ditchlings are here for retribution? I get it. It must be one of those burial ground situations, right? Like in Poltergeist. This town is stuck in the past and built on atrocities. It's already practically collapsing onto itself. No offense. He seems like a terrible person, but I don't see what that has to do with bad omens or creatures in the woods. I don't think he's really relevant to whatever's happening right now. I mean,
I guess either Which guy in a sow? I should have known it wouldn't be pretty.
Yeesh. I figured old money from the South wouldn't be great, but he sure did some things to get where he was, huh? That book is a perfect example of why you should use multiple sources for your research instead of trusting the first thing you read on a subject.
Yep, dude was a monster. The mines made a lot of money during the Civil War too, and you can probably guess which side a North Carolinian business owner would be working for. So how are you related to him?
Do you think the ditchlings are here for retribution?
I don't know what the ditchlings would have to gain retribution for.
Yeah.
He seems like, I guess I don't see what he has to do with anything, but he seems like a bad person.
Yeah. Scylla seems like a terrible person, but I don't see what he has to do with bad omens or creatures in the woods.
I agree. We're talking about ancient history here. Yeah, we should probably have better leads.
It never hurts to have historical context. So Veins of Scarlet. Just think Wayne factors into any of this. Cult.
How about Veins of Scarlet? Just keep going.
So about the coal mines here. Kanika visibly shudders. Jesus Christ, why do we keep doing visual novel games when neither of us can read?
I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who woke up there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevice.
What happened after the mine collapse? A union-busting mine collapse on poor working conditions. Color me shocked. Maybe the ditchlings are here to foretell another collapse. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? What if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. I'm not sure how they tie in, but the mines seem important. The whole town is built around them. The mine seems too obvious. It's got to be something else. I think we should definitely start with one of the exploring options.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask what happened after the mine collapse. The book just kind of glosses over that. There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here.
Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. Ooh, I think we're getting somewhere. No offense or anything. I'm sure Tabby runs the mine better than Charles Shaw did. Still hasn't let the union in, though. Ugh, Tabitha is
She
an
sucks! Confirmed.
There's a reason she and I don't talk. She is an asshole, and we shouldn't care about it. Cool?
Yeah, you guys really seem to have a bone to pick with Charles Shaw. A union-busting mine collapse in poor working conditions. Color me shocked.
We have a bone to pick with Charles Shaw.
You guys really seem to have a bone to pick with Charles Shaw.
That's what happens when someone directly causes a monumental disaster, especially in a small town like this. People tend to spit when they hear your name. I thought that was Stella. Oh well. Mm-hmm. He got run out of town on a rail, you know. Oh, is that what that mural is?
Excellent.
They tied him to a rail and literally ran on down. Mm-hmm. That's not a figure of speech. Back then, they actually tied you to a rail and ran you out of town. There's a big mural of it over on the far wall.
Excellent.
So he was one of the mine owners then.
Okay, right? Yeah.
Okay. He got off easy, if you ask me. Could just do the last explore option.
Yeah. A union-busting mine collapse from poor working conditions. Color me shocked.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
That's what the sculpture out front is for, commemorating all the men and children who died that day.
Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1918. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there, probably to try and show us how good we have it or whatever. Low bar, if you ask me.
Kanika knows what's up.
You know, that could be what the ditchlings are warning us about. Another collapse. Writing it down on the list of potential disasters. Yeesh, Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with the kind of safety cutbacks he put.
Y'all don't actually think the mine is about to collapse, right?
Haha, no, I don't think so.
Whew, had me worried there for a second.
I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. Sometimes mines do just collapse. Chat is here. Hello.
I agree with Stella. Maybe the ditchlings are warning about another collapse. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? What if there's something toxic in them? I'm not sure I agree with the collapse angle, but the mines seem important. Mine seems too obvious.
We met Wayne for like 5 seconds, so I don't really know if we can really determine that he looks sick, that he seems sick. He definitely seems like there was something deeply wrong with him, though.
Yes.
Wasn't he like covered in blood and shit?
I don't know. I say either the first one or they seem important.
Yeah. Or maybe we could say they seem sick. Throw another theory out there. I don't know.
Yeah, but like nobody else seems sick. You know?
True, but we haven't met any other miners.
That's true.
I would just like to keep our options open, I suppose, in terms of theories.
Yeah, why not? What if there's something toxic in the mine poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick.
That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? He snuck up on us last night and called out Astra by name. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with him. Maybe there's some sort of parasite down the mines. Maybe it infected Wayne, and maybe Wayne infected the local wildlife. Yeah, that could work. Any luck with Rosalina, maybe?
Have you had any luck with Rosalina? Haha, not yet. I knew a teen would be a handful, but I didn't think it'd happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on her usual haunts.
I think we should either help look for Rosalina or check out the mines.
Okay. I do feel like the Rosalina thing has some foreshadowing that I'm not a fan of.
I don't want to let another human die. Let's go look for Rosalina.
Why don't we just help look for Rosalina? If there's a missing kid in town, that's probably way more important than whatever else we'd be doing. Just to clarify, I don't think she's missing. She's just out with her friends and ignoring her poor old man. Not that I don't appreciate your concern.
I don't even know where we'd look aside from the old Maxwell place. What do teens even like to do these days?
You don't have to worry about checking up on her there. I'm going there myself once I finish shelving. Just let me know if you run into her while you're out.
There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff in my notes. Maybe that should be our next stop. We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anyone. Okay, cool. So we're going to the mines anyway. Cool. I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to do. I just didn't want to be like, let's not look for Rosalina, and then the next scene to be like, she's dead.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, you're suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We're not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Right? Yeah, totally, 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good, let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Neeks. We're just gonna question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us good reason to poke around, say, a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
She really wants to check out the coal mine.
You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. That's perfectly valid. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. And hey, maybe we'll luck out and run into Rosalina while we're looking around in the mines. Okay, good. And hopefully we can find out what's wrong with Wayne while we're at it.
I suppose it's no use resisting the threads of fate. We were always going to wind up in the mines. For the record, this doesn't seem like this wasn't my idea. Do we have to? This seems like a lot of work. Maybe Tabitha can help us out. Finally, the opportunity I've been looking for to get to know Tabitha. I'm sure Tabitha's gonna love that we're snooping around. Alright, but let's try to stay under the radar.
Let's try to stay under the radar. I'd rather not have to speak to Tabitha.
Yeah. Alright, but if we're doing this, let's do our best to stay under the radar. I'm already in hot water with Tabitha as is.
That sounds like a good idea. We'll be super sneaky, I promise. I can even keep lookout. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I missed this. I missed it too. I mean, true, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store I didn't even realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though there is something missing. Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope, I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad, that poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Astra. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina.
Thanks, guys. I'll keep y'all posted.
Logan says, are you not meant to swallow pills without water? Because I've been doing that. My friend told me that someone said it disintegrates in your stomach. All pills disintegrate in your stomach. That is the purpose of them.
No, they don't say it disintegrates in your stomach. He says it disintegrates your stomach. That is factually untrue. Water would not... If pills could disintegrate your stomach, water would not stop them. It's just easier for most people to swallow pills while drinking something.
Yeah, the water's just to help the pill go down, but if you could swallow it without water, it doesn't.
There are some pills, there are some medications that you are supposed to take with water or food, but that's not because it'll disintegrate your stomach, it's because that particular medication will make you, like, queasy or something if you have it on an empty stomach. So just read the instructions, and if it doesn't specify, you're good.
Yeah, it's probably fine. You can swallow most pills dry if you're physically able to do that. The thing is that a lot of people aren't.
Yeah. Lisa's home stands at the edge of the forest. Unfortunate.
Get him out of there.
An isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness.
Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies, too.
I love her goth hat.
I love it.
Both of these ladies are so great. And all three of them, Gretchen included. Gretchen is also excellent. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you.
Logan says, are you supposed to take Adderall with water or food? I think you might be supposed to take it with food.
I don't know, man. I don't take Adderall.
It doesn't.
Read the label or Google it or something.
Okay, it's not like it's gonna kill you if you don't. It'll just make you queasy.
Yeah. Or it might not work as well. I don't know.
Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Aren't we all adults? Why do you need to ask? I guess it's his doctor. I don't know. What the fuck's happening here? I'm not gonna wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. Oh, the puppy dog eyes. I'm sure he and Astra would get along super well, too.
Hi, I'm Astra, Vivian's kid. Stella, if Reese is that sick, maybe we should be dragging him along on adventures. Yeah, nothing strenuous here at all.
Well, since our family doesn't seem super popular, let's not introduce ourselves like that.
Yeah.
I'll
say nothing strenuous here at all. Yeah, nothing strenuous here at all. We're just gonna stand around and look at trees. Dr. Kelly looks you up and down.
Trees, huh?
Reese's mom turns back into the house, sighing.
Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you two.
She sighs again, as if deciding whether to finish her thought.
He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper, Y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise he'll be pokey, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you could come too, Astra. That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh yeah, and leave the dog at home. Thank God. She might cheer him up. You know they have those therapy dogs in hospital. No dogs. Why, I never. The absolute gall. So thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later.
Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within.
Jesus Christ.
Holy mackerel.
God, that woman makes me so nervous. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive?
I love both of their aesthetics so much.
I
Kanika, legend.
True. Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool. I'll take my shortcut then. Shouldn't take too long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Astra. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me.
I'm not fucking going... Fuck, I don't want to fucking go into the woods. Why do you want to go into the woods?
Stella, well, that's what this question is. What does she have against cars?
Alright, Stella, what is actually up with you and cars? The mine's gotta be a ways off, right?
Don't worry about it, Astra. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than two people.
Ride with Kanika, walk with Stella.
I want to get to know Kanika a bit more.
Yeah.
And I do not want to go in the woods.
I don't want to go in the woods, and I do want to get to know Kanika.
Don't want Stella to go into the woods alone.
That is true. But, as of right now, the ditchlings, they don't hurt people, you know? So as long as she's like, yeah, wah, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's just ride with Kanika, I don't know. Oh. See, the fact that this game has so many different things that can happen, like so many more things that can happen than like the average game, makes me so nervous because it's like, you know, doing this like could kill Stella conceivably. I don't know for sure, to be fair, because I don't know what happens if you pick other options, but I'm fairly sure that our decision to grab Gretchen instead of the flashlight in the first episode means that Duke died. Which means that we can, in fact, make decisions that will get characters killed. I don't want Stella to go by herself.
Neither do I. I'm sorry, Kanika. I hope we get a chance to bond with you some other time. But, like, god damn it.
Yeah. I'll walk with Stella. We'll meet you there. The woods are calm and serene compared to last night, though you can't help but get the feeling that danger lurks just beyond the trees. Hold that fucking dog! keep your arms on her! Fucking Christ.
Hey, thanks for coming along with us, with Gretchen and me. I mean, I hope I haven't seemed too cold about everything that happened last night. The truth is, I'm barely keeping myself together. I just don't know how to let it out. Duke died out there last night, and I can't stop thinking that it might have been my fault. If it makes you feel better, Stella, I'm pretty sure it's our fault.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is directly our fault. If only I'd died for that flashlight, and if I didn't drag you along into the woods.
Now, see, we say the flashlight might have saved his life. But I would argue that the thing that made him die was the fact that the thing like kind of jumped at him when it was scared, so he accidentally fired the gun as the gun was like moving towards him, and he shot himself.
It is possible
so it's like,
that Duke would have died there either way.
Cause it's like, you know, him not having a flash, like he didn't accidentally shoot himself because he couldn't see. He shot himself because a monster like hit his gun. Or whatever.
The only thing I can think of is that if we had grabbed the flashlight, he might have felt like he had a clear shot sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he might have actually shot the thing before it could jump at him.
Yeah.
And that would have saved him. It is possible that Duke's death is, like, an inevitable thing that always happens.
That is true. I don't know.
And that by grabbing Gretchen, we just saved Gretchen.
Uh-huh. Logan says, every time I see the name Stella, I always think of the Ink of All Time Low song. You all happy when I'm wasted?
Stella, whatever happened last night, you did nothing wrong. I just wish you could understand that. She's such a good girl. You're not, Gretchen. Get the fuck back over here.
Get your ass over here. Stella pauses, searching for what to say.
It's like there's this guilt boiling under my skin, but the only way I can process what happened is by turning off that part of me that feels things. It's just survivor's guilt. Just it's fine. It's not fine, but you know, it's not actually your fault.
Yeah.
It might be ours, but when I'm around other people, it's like I think a Duke dying is just a thing that happened. Like, it's just part of another video. Because if I actually admit to other people that I feel something, then I have to admit to myself that what happened was my fault.
Of course it's not your fault. I don't know how to break this to you, but if you didn't hesitate last night, we all might have gotten out of there alive. You were so cool and collected this morning. What happened, happened, but we can move forward together. Toughen up. Can't have you falling apart on me this week. I say either what happened, but we can move forward together, of course it's not your fault.
Yeah, I think either of those are good.
Because on one hand, I do want to stress that I don't think it's her fault.
But that doesn't
that never, like, works, you know? But being like, what happened, but we can move forward together.
But I don't want her to take that as, like, affirmation that it is her fault and that we just don't want to say it.
Uh-huh.
You know?
I'm gonna say, of course, it's not your fault. It's nobody's fault. It's my fault. It's Gretchen's fault. It's Tabitha's fault.
So, I mean, I'd say either it's nobody's fault because it was just a horrible thing that happened, and, you know, that's what I would probably say if this was real life, because it's like, you know, it's just, we got attacked by monsters, who the fuck? How were we all supposed to? Of course it went badly. No one was gonna react correctly to that. But it also could just be like, it's my fault because, again, it very probably is.
Let's say it's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. You and Gretchen have gone into those woods at night dozens of times by yourself, and nothing like this has ever happened before. How could you have known?
Thanks, Astra. I think I needed to hear that.
The conversation comes to a dramatic halt, with you, Stella, and Gretchen all whirling around to face the source of the sound.
A bird! Let me at it. I can get it. Back off, dog. This is my stick. Oh, calm down there, girl. It's just a bird. Same probably goes for the two of us. Haha, I guess we're all a little on edge. The bird's gonna explode. That's heavy to the mind. It shouldn't be much further. I'm so glad, though, that, like, Dr. Kelly or whoever she was told her to leave Gretchen at home, because, like, Jesus Christ. The dog, please. Oh, Logan says, today I learned Frank Iero is bi, and just says, who?
Is that a canon fact?
Canon.
Is that canon?
He's a real human.
I know. Is that, like, actually true, or, like, is that just what people assume about him? Because people
People make a lot of weird assumptions.
People
But I
make
also
a lot
wouldn't
of...
be surprised.
Like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised, but also, like, people, especially in fandom culture, like, to make very broad assumptions about people and then just kind of talk about it like it's true.
Yeah.
When it's just what they think is accurate. It's weird. I don't know. I don't like to speculate on real people. Kanika casually leans against Tuvan as you and Stella emerge from the woods.
Hey. Y'all have a good walk? No. Yeah, it was great.
Look at Gretchen's face.
Oh, Lord. I mean, not that you were missing out on anything. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Oh, trust me, if we had, we would not be this chill. No? That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. Relieved. I'm relieved. Personal. But we're all here. What's the plan? Guess we just gotta go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. Stop taking Gretchen. What can I say? I thrive in the limelight. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there.
If Stella's on lookout duty and only one of us is going in, what's the third person doing? I take it I'm the one of us you're talking about. I've got this. I'm not interested in sneaking around. I'm going to find my cousin. Talking to people scares me. You should do it, Kanika. Talking to people scares me too. You should suck it up, Kanika.
What's the third person going to be doing?
Yeah.
You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on the first date? Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance rig in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call.
I take it that I'm the one going in. You good, Kanika? I've got this. I'm not interested.
Maybe I take it I'm the one going in? I don't know.
I take it I'm the one of us you're talking about.
Tabitha and I aren't exactly friends, and I'm pretty sure much all of the miners shop at the general store. I don't want to make folks uncomfortable, you know. It's probably for the best, Astra. Let's just say I got this.
Yeah. You're good, Kanika. I've got this.
You'll do great. Here's those earbuds I mentioned earlier.
Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds.
We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks. I've missed this too. I kind of want them to get together. To be honest.
Yes.
I know we're supposed to, well, these are the two, these are two of the characters that, we can, date if we want to, but I kind of want them to get together.
Yeah, they'd be cute.
I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah?
Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. Your phone buzzes.
Hey? Can you hear us? Try saying something.
Something? You loud and clear when people notice that I've got earbuds on. Nope, can't hear you, sorry.
I don't know.
Say something. Stella and Kanika chuckle on the other end of the line. Classic.
Alright, cool.
Nothing to do now but enter the worksite. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine.
It just says childhood friends to lovers.
Exactly, bro. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter... I already read that. I'm in. Approach the nearest group of miners. Go straight to the main office to find your cousin. I'm in.
Alright. Morpheus, good to know.
Approach the nearest group of miners. You approach the nearest group of miners. A blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and a long-haired older man. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax.
You got a reason to be bothering us?
Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. Seen anything weird lately? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? So, what do you think of Tabitha? Oh, y'all should get out of town. I guess maybe we should start with I don't know. It's like Will saying I'm Tabitha's cousin.
Give us like a reason to be here.
Will it give us more credibility, or will they be like, oh, that bitch?
Maybe just, do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Because that could give us a reason why we're talking to them specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why we're at the mines, and then we can be like, anyway, have you seen any, like, tumor deal recently?
Yeah. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne?
Yeah, we know him.
No, they said he knew him.
Oh. He was such a cut-up, missed that dude. I'm sorry?
He accosted me last night. What happened to him? Say nothing.
Yeah, why are they... It concerns me that they're talking about him in the past tense.
Yeah, what happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another.
Isn't that the guy y'all said was, He's gone. That's all that matters.
Press them or leave it be. Press them! What happened to him?
What are you, some sort of cop?
Yeah, I'm a cop, and I'm looking into whatever happened to Wayne. I'm Tabitha's cousin, who remained them what happened. Just tell them what happened.
Just tell me what happened.
Just tell me what happened.
I feel like that's not a good answer.
No.
I don't want to...
None of these are good answers. I don't want to lie to him either.
Maybe Tabitha's cousin at this point?
I'm Tabitha's cousin. I'm here for the funeral. The miners straighten up, suddenly very serious.
Sorry, I didn't know. I thought you were maybe one of them environmentalists, or... Yeah, sorry for any trouble.
Oh no, they're scared of us.
You make sure to tell her we said she's a great boss, okay? I'm Zach, that's Davis, this here's Harrison. We don't know nothing about what happened to Wayne, you hear? Oh, good lord. Okay, that didn't go well.
Yeah.
Seen anything weird lately? Nope, nothing at all. Make sure you tell the cousin that, okay?
Oh, we fucked it up.
Maybe letting them know you related to Tabitha wasn't a good idea. Well, I was just supposed to say that I was a cop. I'm not gonna say I'm a cop.
So, what do you think of Tabitha? The miners stare at you, distrust in their eyes. Harrison chews her sandwich slowly.
She works hard. She's a good boss. End of story.
Actually, that's all.
We could give them an ominous warning. Bye.
You walk away from the miners.
And a
That
attempt
went
was made.
terrible. Approach another group of miners, regroup with the other. Let's attempt another two. You head over to the next group of miners. Let's not tell them. Before you can reach the miners, you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night when you set eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket.
Oh lordy. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous.
What are you? Why are you following me? Do you need help? Ghost. What if they are ghosts? What if because we clicked mystical as a trait we can see dead people?
That seems plausible.
But other people saw Wayne. So that wouldn't make sense.
The mystical witch lady saw Wayne.
No, but we brought up Wayne to other people and they were like, yeah, he's weird. Like, they weren't like, he's dead.
True.
What are you? Run, why are you following me? Do you need help? I'm gonna say, what are you?
Flesh and blood, much like yourself. You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home, wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. That's all I ask.
Before you can say another word, the figure is gone.
Hey, Astro, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you.
Wayne got the jump on me. Oh, don't mind me. Your new friend just stopped by to say hello. Oh, nothing happened.
Maybe the middle. For some reason, the middle option is calling to me.
Yeah.
Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay?
Whatever he is, I don't think he's human. He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week. I wonder why. This just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. I need to talk to Tabitha about this when I'm getting out of here. One of the first two. Maybe he told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, that I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? The plot thickens. Whatever he is, I don't think he's human.
Whatever he is, I don't think he's human.
I hate to say it, but with how the call went to static, what if he's a ghost? Like, actually a ghost? You hate to say it, Stella, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real. Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost who asked and asked you.
This just means we're on the right track. Wayne trying to make me leave just means that we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down.
Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Astra, we've got you back.
Approach another group of miners.
Approach another. We can tell. I do want to tell Tabitha. I don't hate her so much that I'm like, yeah, he doesn't need to know about the impending doom.
Yeah. Hey there, can we help you with something? Oh, these guys are a lot more friendly than the other ones. Yeah. Do any of you guys know a man named Wayne? Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? What do you guys think of Tabitha?
Let's not bring up Tabitha.
I'm going to say, what have you fellas?
Yeah, let's start with that one.
Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately?
Like what?
Weird animal sightings, odd noises in the woods, people getting sick, knocking in the mines. Let's start with weird animal sightings.
Don't tend to go on many hikes. Not exactly the nature-seeing type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed, maybe a few beers in between. That's valid.
Maybe people getting sick.
Yeah.
Have people been getting sick?
You a health inspector or something? The boss looks out for our health. Knocking in the mines?
Have you heard any knocking in the mines?
Knocking? Not that I've heard. Can't hear shit down there with the machines and men working. My dad used to work these mines before they brought in the continuous miner, the big machine that is. He told me stories about something that sounded like someone was pounding on the walls. No offense, Isaac, but your daddy had a few screws loose. Rodriguez, he was a fine man. Odd noises?
Any odd noises in the woods?
I heard something a few nights ago, like nothing I'd ever heard, some unearthly beast. You didn't mention that when we said, have you seen anything weird lately? He was like, oh, they're just...
He didn't see it, he heard it.
I would still count if someone after me saying, have you seen anything weird lately? And I had recently heard unearthly screeching in the woods. I would be like, well, I haven't heard anything, but haven't seen anything, but I did hear some unearthly beasts running around.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Isaacs, you need to take a sick day. You need rest, man. I've already taken a sick day this year. Can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off.
Our cousin sucks.
Good lord. Tabitha. Can't be that bad here. I like how
it's all on that front. Thanks.
Tanika just ominously is like a Tabitha.
Yeah. Anything else? Do any of you guys know a man named Wayne?
Sure, let's go to that. Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him?
He's been following me. I saw him just now. Or no.
How about I saw him just now?
I saw him just now. He muttered some creepy stuff to me and disappeared.
I knew it. He probably just got back to camp after whatever he went off to do. Okay, so he didn't die. He just left. Hold on a tick. Creepy isn't exactly his M.O. You know that, Isaacs. How do you know it was Sam Wayne? I don't recall seeing your face around here before.
The name is on his jacket, just like yours, or that's what the folks at the general store have been calling him.
I guess either one of those works.
Yeah.
I think it was someone just told us his name is Wayne, so I guess maybe the second one?
Yeah. That's what the folks at the general store have been calling him, Kanika and Sybil.
Good people, but I don't expect they'd know every mining fellow in time by sight, if you catch my drift. Smith, you losing me. I'm just saying, it'd be awful strange for Wayne to still be in town, wandering around, following some stranger and not checking in with any of his buddies. Sounds to me like someone who got sick of work and is having a little fun playing hooky. The following, though. Okay, yeah, that does sound a little unlike him. I thought his lady friend had him under lock and key. Just smells fishy to me. Till I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever calling himself Sam Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide nor hair of the man. Oh no. No, there's no way. He's not. He can't be. Is he proposing that some guy murdered him and is now pretending to be him? Because that seems like a strange conclusion to jump to, you crazy, morbid people.
Yeah.
I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his, he wasn't the first to catch her eye. Any one of her jilted ex-lovers could have seen him sneaking around, gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. Dang, who are they talking about?
The miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibility.
Told him not to get involved with her. I told him.
Who was Wayne seeing? Thanks to the help, never mind. Who was Wayne seeing?
Whoa now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be the next on the chopping block. Who the fuck?
I'm gonna press him. Come on, don't dangle something like that.
Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as it is. I got mouth to feed. Losing their jobs, and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. Okay, so he disappeared mysteriously, and now he's a ghost haunting us. Cool,
Yes.
cool. That would explain... So he could still be a ghost, but that would explain why...
Nobody was like, what?
When we mentioned him, because he's just missing. He just left town and never came back, so people could be like, oh, I guess he's back, but he could also be dead.
Yeah.
Should we check in? Just a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. Might still be worth talking to him, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a heads up if Tabitha comes out.
I want to try and talk to the last group of miners.
I don't really care if we piss off Tabitha.
Yeah, she can
Wait,
suck my ass.
good luck. She doesn't let her miners have Christmas off. The coal miners, they don't need to be working on Christmas.
Her fucking capitalist ass can suck mine. Going around asking questions, huh? You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? Or what do you think of the owner?
Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? We might as well... He doesn't think... They don't seem to like the idea of us being an inspector.
Yeah.
So let's not talk about the mine first. Let's talk about the broader world. We're just a person poking around.
All kinds of weird stuff happens in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? Weird animal sightings, that kind of thing. Okay. Weird animal sightings. I saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. That's nature for you. Not always pretty. That wasn't a tumor. It was an egg.
I'm sorry, did we establish that?
I think that's just one of our theories. There are monsters in the woods. Leave it at that. Leave this place. It is not safe. Let's leave it at that for now. Noises in the woods. All the time. Howling, screaming. All sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be, might not be. But I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you.
Okay, so that's two unearthly calls.
Yeah, who heard that. It was probably a ditchling, a portent of doom. You find his guy is probably a bobcat or a mountain lion. I saw what made that noise. Leave it at that.
How about I saw what made that noise? Let them ask us.
I saw the creatures that made that noise. Pale and hairless and horribly misshapen with little twisted up faces. The two men stare at you, a look of disquiet in their eyes. I ain't never heard of anything like that up here. Damn, that almost sounds like a ditchling. My grandma used to tell me stories about him when I was a little kid.
Guess it's not just my mom. Knocking in the mines?
Have you heard any knocking in the mines?
You're asking us if we've heard
You asking us if we've heard the Tommy knockers? Of course we have. We're old timers. All us who were here before the machine got brought in know the Tommy knockers. What a nuisance! Always stealing my hammers. It's true, had a pickaxe stolen too, and when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray.
Looks like I figured out what to do for my next video. You better not be thinking of them going into those old mine shafts alone. I could always use a partner in crime. I'm going to wind up going down there with you, aren't I?
People getting sick.
I mean, some of the older miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual.
Sure. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? What do you think of the owner? I say, what can you tell me? What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Oh, he got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why? You seen him around? What's that young buck up to? What do you think he's been up to? What's he been up to? He's been following me. I think he's been doing a slasher movie, but in real life, I think he might have been murdered and somebody's going around wearing his bloody clothes and pretending to be him.
That's coming on a bit strong, I feel like.
Yeah. I've heard from some of the other folks in camps that he had a nasty spat with an ex.
Let's go with that one, because they might clarify. These guys don't seem to give a shit about anything.
Yeah. I heard from some of the other folks in camp that he had a nasty spat with an ex and disappeared not long after. His ex was the boss. It was Tabitha.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking. On one hand, I was like, who'd want to date Tabitha? And then on the other hand, I was like, it makes sense.
It makes sense why they all, like, shut the fuck up about it really quickly.
Yeah, and
especially
but that
when they
also
were,
means that Tabitha has a long line of ex-lovers who might get angry and kill Wayne, which does not seem like in her character.
She seems like a weird loner, yeah. She doesn't seem like she'd be dating a bunch of people, but they could, I guess, be gold diggers after her money.
That's true.
Okay, that's definitely not her personality.
Yeah. You mean the boss? As far as I know, that never ended. Stella audibly gasps. Yeah, I figured he just ran off to live in that big mansion with his Belle. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth.
Damn, Tabitha's not popular.
Why would she be? They can't take more than one sick day a year or else they don't get off for Christmas.
Why do you need a coal mine operating at Christmas?
Because she's a dirty capitalist and I'm gonna beat her ass.
Oh my god, gross.
As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slightest bit of interest in you. Any woman at all. Fair enough. But I suppose this begs the question, did she run him off, or did some jealous son of a bitch oust him? Wait, are we talking about Tabitha, or wait, are you talking about Pearl Ann, who I think is Tabitha's mom?
Well, Pearl Ann is dead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, wait, are you talking about Tabitha?
Yep.
Yep.
Dang, I figured that's what they were getting at, but it's weird to hear it out loud. You good, Stella? Yeah, I just had no idea.
What do you think of Tabitha? That's all thanks to
now I feel like it feels more natural to be like, what do you think of Tabitha?
So what do you think of Tabitha? The two men uncomfortably shift for a moment. Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place all right. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep going around saying that, and see how long it'll take till you're one of them boys. All I have to say is a mind that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not sure any of us are gonna have jobs in a few years. Tate, you're a damn fool. You're gonna be next if you keep up that kind of talk.
Master, I think we've got a problem.
Ah! Jump scare!
What the hell are you doing here? Aw, crap. Good luck. Sorry, Astra. And that's our...
And that's our cue.
Just
Pardon us.
Chet says, I think the coal miners were suggesting that Tabitha herself killed Sam, not one of her students. The one group of miners before made it sound like a possible suitor killed Sam and replaced him.
Yeah.
And these groups of miners seem to juggle both either Tabitha murdering him or a jealous lover of Tabitha murdering him as possible.
Yeah, because the other group said that Wayne wasn't the first guy to catch Tabitha's eye, and that, like, you know, that he could, that one of her, salty exes could have seen him and been like, no one else can have you.
You shouldn't be here. This place is dangerous. Why can't you just stay in the estate? Stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. And what is this ridiculous thing doing in your ears? Are you trying to record my employees? Are you trying to record me?
Tabitha snatches the earbuds out of your ears and throws them to the ground.
Typical phone-addicted city... Typical phone-addicted city dweller. God. And I have a meeting in 5 minutes. I can't even drive you back. Okay, look. I don't want you wandering anywhere else. Just stay here for an hour. I can take you back to the estate as soon as my meeting wraps up. Can you please do that for me?
So you lied about Wayne, because I think she said she didn't know him. You were dating Sam Wayne. What happened to them? Oh ho ho, you wanted to talk. You've got a lot of explaining to do. I need you to take what's going on right now seriously. I need you to take me seriously. I just wanted to spend some time with my favorite cousin, Stella, and Kanika put me up to it. All right, I stay put this time in province.
Listen, it seems like she just listen, I wanted to be nice to her, and I still do to some extent. I get, like, this vibe that she probably has, like, a heart of gold buried deep under there, though she doesn't let her employees off for Christmas, and even though there's no reason not to, and only lets them take one sick day a year, so maybe she is just an asshole through and through. But it seems like the only way to break through her shell is to just grovel at her feet, and I'm not gonna do that. Tell her, either demand she take us seriously, or tell her she's got a lot of fucking explaining to do.
I'm gonna say I need you to take what's going on right now seriously. I need you to take me seriously.
And what, pray tell, do you think is going on that I'm not taking seriously? What monster of the week has Stella cooked up inside your head?
Wayne, ditchlings, potential Minecrafts. I'm going to say Wayne. There's a man named Wayne who's been following me around town. There's something seriously wrong with it. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but I could use your help. Apparently he used to work here.
A lot of people used to work here. A lot of people still work here. Look, I'm sure that coming from the city, you're just not used to the sort of folks who work in a coal mine. But I'll tell you what, I'll look in my books just for you. I need to get going to my meeting. Just stay here until I come and get you, and don't move a muscle. We can talk more later. She's so obnoxious. You're not in charge of me. Just because I'm staying at your house.
Yeah. I know we are technically trespassing, but...
But she's telling us to stay, not telling us to leave.
Yeah. Tabitha rushes off to a meeting. You stoop to the ground and pick up Kanika's earbuds.
Sorry I wasn't able to give you a better warning. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I've been better. Let's just meet at the van.
Let's just meet at the van. I'm bailing. I don't give a shit about Tabitha.
Fuck Tabitha. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crust in the hill.
Black braid.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing here?
Clearly she's doing a delinquency. She's probably fine. Kids will be kids. Am I right? I'm going after her. We should call Oscar. What should we do?
We should probably call Oscar, right? Don't just chase down random children in the middle of a mine.
Yeah.
That'll just freak them out.
Yeah, we should call Oscar. Let's handle that after we catch up with her.
No, what?
Fucking Christ.
Call her dad first. We're just gonna freak her out. Well, I guess if Kanika's coming, because they know. It seems like Kanika knows her. If us, a random stranger, just started sprinting at her, that probably wouldn't help. But someone she knows might be better.
You rush over the hill to get your bearings, the sounds of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. Something about this mine feels wrong, as though a cold anger lies burning inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills.
She didn't. Guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? This place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. Here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine.
Hey, remember all those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels straight up cursed. Have teens always been like this? I feel like I really missed out on my risk-taking years. I guess we should go after her, right? Or maybe we should just wait outside. I feel like either go after her... Hey!
I feel like we should tell them this place feels straight up cursed.
Huh?
What? What's happening?
Weird guy in the tree!
Is it?
Looks like it.
Oh.
It looks all weird and hairless.
Good.
Oh my god.
You scared the shit out of me.
It scared the shit out of me. I just look up and I see a weird little beastie in the trees. Hey!
I might want to turn the lights on.
You can if you want. Remember all those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels straight up cursed.
I mean, like Kanika said, a lot of people died down there. There's a lot of spooky history to this place. For all we know, maybe all that death left some kind of mark down.
Let me point out the thing in the tree!
Hold on, let me get a better look at that. Yeah, that's a weird thing in a tree for
That
sure.
is not like a squirrel or something.
It says she's doing a delinquency. What a sentence. Having the lights on made me feel 1,000 times better.
Understandable. Listen. We're cowards, so if we're gonna get through a bunch of horror games this month, you're gonna have to let us break the atmosphere a little bit.
I gotta break the emotion to get through this part. Oh boy. Alright. Okay, just because a bunch of people died down there doesn't mean it's coast. Come on, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt down there. Yeah, I was not proposing we leave her down there. I was just warning y'all. Even if it means I have to go underground. Maybe you should stay out here with the dog. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, you sure, Neeks? Astro and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more.
Legend.
Seriously, oh god, don't take the dog.
I mean, I don't want to leave the dog out here alone, too, and that beastie's up there. Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's why I think Kanika should have stayed out here with the dog. And then everyone wins.
Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Fuck her. You take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mine. I do love the drawings for the achievements. They're funny. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors.
Jess says, honestly, this hasn't been very scary yet, and that's coming from a scaredy cat like me. True, but the last episode wasn't scary until it very much was, and I feel like it's building up to a it very much is moment right now.
Yeah, that and, like, I don't like Wayne one bit. He puts me right on edge, that motherfucker.
Yeah. I've been, like, my heart's has been elevated since he showed up.
Yeah.
In a bad way. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? I certainly can't say I'm one for dark and stuffy places. This seems much more suited for a cat, if I do say so myself.
I think this is suited for nothing and nobody.
Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners, or should I say the minor miners. Stella!
Kanika visibly shudders.
Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. Hold on, my computer locked up.
You gotta fix that.
What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I actually snuck down here a few times to try and get some good footage, part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything?
The things we do for our viewers.
I wish, if any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Well, I bet we're gonna run into one now.
The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago.
Fun.
Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead.
Oh my god, what was that? The mine's going to collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we?
Stella sighs longingly.
That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, it wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance.
Stella turns her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. Say, what's the big idea? Yeah, we were sleeping here. Shut that light off, you nosy bastards.
I am so sorry for my companions. Stella means well, I assure you. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. I'm sure you're quite worried about me after my behavior last night, Astra, but let that interaction be assurance that my temper is most wholly under control. I wouldn't dare venture away from the safety of my Stella's arms in a horrible place like this.
You best
Thank
not,
God.
you motherfucker. Oh my god, you dumb.
Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge.
Kanika is stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knocking echo from deeper in the mine.
Okay, what was that? That was death. Of that I am certain.
Jesus, Gretchen!
That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys?
That was a warning. We'd best move swiftly before we anger the spirits in this place. That's gotta be a Tommy knocker, right? The mine's collapsing, isn't it? We should hurry and find Rosalina. Y'all are being babies. Those are just totally normal cave sounds. We should hurry and find Rosalina.
Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if these sounds are Tommy knockers. Okay, no, Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I love to spend some extra time poking around that here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery.
Three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open.
Okay, now that wasn't Tommy knockers. Came from this way. Follow me.
You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance.
What the hell are you all doing down here? Hoodie girl. What the hell are you doing down here, you creeps? Are you stalking us?
Yeah, creeps!
I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon.
This is a dark, cursed place. Get out of here before it leaves its mark on you. If you wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? What are you guys even doing down here? This is the most miserable place I've been in my entire life. We had to make sure you don't hurt yourselves. Your dad's looking for you, Rosalina. Chill out, Kanika. They're just teens. Let them have this.
Maybe just your dad's looking for you. That's why we're down here.
Yeah. Your dad's looking for you, Rosalina.
And who the hell are you exactly? That's Astra, Tabby's cousin. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. He didn't send us to follow you. He said to keep an eye out for you, and then we saw you run into an abandoned mine shaft that collapsed and killed over 100 people.
Yeah. I like this guy's shirt that appears to be Bugs Bunny smoking a blunt and flipping you off.
Nice.
You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me
That's
where
my
I need
line,
to be.
but...
Oh, right, sorry.
Just go. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways?
It's fall break.
And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you still look like a bunch of kids to me. Did you guys seriously sneak into an abandoned coal mine to drink canned margaritas? Ugh, we're barely drinking. It's not a big deal. Rosalina, you're 13, and I know the rest of you aren't much older. Young pups these days, absolutely no respect for their elders. Well, y'all are way rowdier than I ever was at your age. How do you even get a hold of that much booze?
The teens avoid eye contact. The one you met earlier at the general store tries to melt into the cabin wall.
Oh, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? I think you, Miles, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that.
You're supposed to be minding the store.
It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays and Mom's there, so it's fine. Eyes dote uncomfortably around the cabin as Kanika tears into her brother.
It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. It is, in fact, incredibly irresponsible. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? We really need to hurry this up. We're gonna fucking die.
Yeah. Dad's dead, Kanika, but if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Nothing ever happens in this town. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Miles, I'm trying to twist this around on your sister. I'd love to help y'all sort this out, but can we maybe do it not in an abandoned coal mine? Can you at least do your underage drinking somewhere a little safer? We should just let the kids have fun. If these kids want to make bad decisions, that's on them. If this is what y'all do for fun around here, maybe the ditchlings were kind of inevitable.
Maybe let's not do this in an abandoned coal mine?
Yeah.
Oh, and what are you, an expert on mine safety? This mine collapsed and killed almost 200 people. And that was 100 years ago? It has had 100 years to fall into disrepair? What is wrong with you? Oh my god.
Yeah.
They only abandoned this place because there wasn't enough coal left to bother digging anymore. My dad told me he's an actual foreman as a continuous mining facility, so he knows what he's talking about.
Oh my god, that's such a 13-year-old thing to say.
Wait, I thought your dad was a charge hand. Who are these people? Who's talking? I know that Rosalina's the one in the hoodie.
The one who just spoke was this girl.
Okay. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe and we can hang out here anytime we want. Becca's dad's right, though. Check out how sturdy this place is. Oh, do not test it. Oh my god.
The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling.
Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? One of these days I'll find a real Tommy knocker. Oh my god, Zane. Cut it out. Jumping up to hit stuff is extremely 8th grade. You are in 8th grade. No offense, Rosalina. Okay, this girl's not. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Unlike you, the 13-year-old drinking illegal alcohol in an abandoned mine shaft.
Jesus Christ.
That's literally about to collapse under our heads. Alright. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill. And smart, too.
This is very accurate young teen energy.
Quiet, all of you. I don't care where your dad works, Becca. This place isn't safe. Just because these old timber struts have stood this long doesn't mean they'll stand forever. I'm not listening to what some sad 20-somethings have to say about where we're allowed to be. Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? My Stella can't possibly be sad with me around. How absolutely rude. These pups need to learn some manners. Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. God.
Jesus,
Anyway, Rosalina isn't going anywhere. She's better off here than at home.
I hate children.
In the mine shaft that is about to collapse on our heads. Huh? Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better.
Yeah, like the dusty coal mine shaft.
That's at risk of collapsing at any moment. Holy shit. If this mine collapses on top of these children, it is not on fire.
Yeah. Oh no, this is about your house being haunted, isn't it?
No. Oh my god. Did my dad tell you that?
Actually, Pixel, I want to freak these teens out. I'm weird.
Get out of this mine. I am psychic. It's about to kill us all. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Actually, Pixel told me.
My cat? It's a long story. It's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. These kids are assholes and I hate them.
13-year-olds.
Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Trying to convince you that your families are all terrible and they, hate you or whatever? Yeah, that's kind of... Unless it's, true, but it doesn't seem to be. Shut up, Zane. I hate Becca. I'm gonna deck this child. I don't even know which one she is. I'm gonna deck her.
This fucking 8th grader is gaslight gatekeep girl bossing her way into getting all her friends crushed to death.
Chet says, Rosalina, people are being murdered by monsters. Stop being a brat. Oscar actually invited us to check it out when we saw him earlier today. It could make for a fun, non-abandoned coal mine related activity. Just throwing that out there. There's no ghosts, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. You are drinking stolen margaritas in a can in an abandoned coal mine and arguing about staying in the abandoned coal mine that's about to collapse on your heads.
That's just how it goes. I feel like that's the main reason why people drink underage, is especially when you're that young, is because they're like, I'm cool, I'm a grown up.
You're not.
And it's because it's like it doesn't taste good. You know, they're not doing it because they're wine aficionados or something, you know?
There's nothing wrong with being a kid. She's 13. Teens aren't kids. That's just a fact. And she's really mature and smart for her age. She's practically an adult. Alexis, aren't you 14? That's still a kid too. None of you even have bank accounts. You're all kids. I had a bank account since I was 8. Rosaline is not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. Who are you? Which one of these is Becca? Is it the one in the sweater?
This is Becca.
No, that's Rosalina, you fuck.
What? That's Rosalina.
What? Huh?
What do you mean, what?
But isn't...
Rosalina is the one with the black blade and the glasses that her father described to us.
Oh, I thought that...
This is the girl that we followed in here. This is the asshole.
That makes so much more sense. I've been so confused this whole time.
Oh my god.
I couldn't... From my angle, her blade, blends into the rock behind her, so I just thought she had short hair. I thought this ponytail thing was the blade. I thought that was Rosalina this whole time.
You need new glasses.
I do.
You blind, bro.
That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case.
I'm sure Oscar's doing this to protect you. You had Oscar should treat you more like an adult. How do you know there isn't a ghost at this rate? I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. Remain silent.
I don't know. Which one do you think will get us out of here the fastest?
I feel like I feel like pandering to them might help, but it also might make things worse.
How do you know there isn't a ghost?
How do you know there isn't a ghost?
Ugh, Why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There's no ghosts. There's no such thing as ghosts. Oscar's just lying. I never saw any ghosts. And I was there way more than he was. Yo, what if we break in and ghost bust the place anyway, just to be sure? Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. That's you.
Oh, right. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't, break into her own house.
There is no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. Okay, we're getting off track here. Whether there's a ghost in Oscar's house is a question for another time when we're not in immediate danger and to ruin everyone's fun. The answer is probably no, there's not a ghost. Now I'm gonna drag my shithead brother back home and suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung, gets crushed by rocks, or meets any one of the terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines.
Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks.
That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. No, we do not. We have to get out of here.
We have a gaggle of tiny children with
Stella.
us. And also, last time we went to investigate a cryptid, someone died.
I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. We have a gaggle, we have your dog, we have a gaggle of teenagers, and this mine is about to collapse. We are getting the fuck out of here. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. No? Are you kidding me? Tagging along with some olds to get jump scared by shadows and freak each other out? No thanks. Olds, really? What are you, 7?
Yes.
Good, because we're not doing it. No one is going deeper into the mine. No one is staying in the mine. We're all leaving. Please, before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Yeah, I don't even need to say that.
You said that exactly correct.
Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me?
Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off.
This mine is about to collapse. You bratty children. I will
I-
throttle all of you if the rocks don't crush your skulls first.
This is why I could never be a parent or have a job that involves working with kids, because I would just punt them all into the sun the moment they do
all like
something
this.
stupid.
Every single one of them.
I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here.
Oh hey, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Oh no. No. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. It's probably for the best, dude.
Little gremlin face.
Oh, she's gonna get crushed. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Sorry, kids, we tried.
We did our absolute best.
Sorry, Oscar, you seem like a lovely man. Unfortunately, your child sucks.
Read the line, you bitch.
Oh yeah, Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance.
We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Stop treating us like kids. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think we can catch up with them if we just follow their voices. Do you want to take these 2 out of here while Astrid and I track them down, Neeks? Please. Please. Look, I know I've made a bit of a fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave you 2 alone down here. No! Take the... Why are you all so stupid? Take the children out. Take the dog, too.
Yeah.
what if something bad happens and I'm not here for it? Then the children won't be here for it either. Or what if you run into something totally normal down there that you think is a ghost and I missed out on my chance to figure out what it actually is? Oh, I hate all of you. If I don't escort you two knuckleheads out of here myself, can I trust you to actually leave and go home? Yeah, sure, I could never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time is up.
Zane seems like the only one of
Thank
these
God.
children that is, like, acceptable.
Thank you, Zane. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. That's fine. Just fuck off.
Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway. The service down here sucks.
Good. Now go. Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
Miles and Zane quietly head back towards the entrance.
Alright, let's get this over with.
What's the point of going after them? They don't want to listen to us. We could just all leave. Do I have to come with you? There's no way around it. I can feel the depths call out to us, and we are destined to answer their call.
I mean, I want to go after them.
Yeah, I'll just say the mystical thing then.
Please save the spooky one-liners for when we are someplace that isn't here. We can just get coffee at Winnie's once we're all out of here. My tweet.
You and Kanika exchange a glance as Stella ventures forwards. Venture deeper into the mines.
Chet says, these children suck. What loser teen actually corrects people calling them kids unironically?
As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls.
But Becca, why are we doing this again? We could get in so much trouble for this. We're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout. Whoa, that's so uncalled for. Didn't drop out. I'm going back to vet school as soon as my family doesn't need me here. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor?
This kid must exclusively watch, like, Logan Paul videos. I am calling it now.
Becca's just an asshole who's just trying to convince all of her friends to be assholes too, and I hate her.
I'm gonna punt her into the sun when
I'm gonna drag her out of this mine by her hoodie, and then I'm going to punt her into the sun. I would not, at this point, I would not be like, come on, kids. I would just be grabbing them by the arms and just dragging them out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty of ads from ads and donations.
Yikes, a UK Kanika. Dang, Stella, Meat Rice, that's a big deal. Aw, man, I wish they were gossiping about me.
Let's just go, this is not important.
Yeah, press on. You quietly press on. Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another.
Oh my god, the teens were right. I did get jump scared. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Oh man. Yeah, it's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Becca, you colossal fuck. I'm going to kill you with my own two hands.
If whatever monsters in this mine doesn't kill you, I'm going to kill you.
Did you guys see that? Oh god. No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Just as Becca is a gaslight gatekeep girl bitch.
Yeah.
I saw that. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me.
Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? What did they see? What if they're the ones doing the knocking? What if this is all just a terrible prank? Tommy knockers, those poor kids. I knew coming down here was a bad idea. I can't believe they're making this do this. They better get grounded. When all is said and done, we're getting closer. Let's keep moving.
Are you sure this tunnel's... I mean, I do kind of want to say, I can't believe that it goes through this.
Yeah, I'll go with the first one. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us?
I mean, we're still able to hear their voices. At the very least, we're still heading in the same direction. What did they see?
Yeah. What do they see?
Tommy knockers. Tommy knockers aren't real, but there's a reason people think they make those sounds. And it's a Not a coincidence that the whole Tamiraku myth is tied to mind collapses. They all better get grounded.
I can't believe they're making us do this. They better get grounded when all is said and done.
Yep, at least now we'll probably be able to actually get them to leave. Look on the bright side, Astra. If they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get stooped. Stella, I am here for your cryptid hunting passion. That's why I went on the first night. But that first night has traumatized me. I don't want anyone else to die. Did it have to be an abandoned mine, though? I'm fine getting spooked literally anywhere else.
As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward.
It's gonna break.
In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the youths, their panicked arguing echoing down the pitch-black corridors. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It calls to you, desperate to be witnessed, pulling you forward.
Lloyd, tell me we aren't going down there in that deep dark hole. It don't smell right. Well, it looks like the only way forward is that pit, and it sounds like there's somewhere down there. I've never been this far in. It looks like a death trap. Are you sure we should go down there? You can wait up here, Neeks. I don't think I can climb down and hold Gretchen. Alright, I'm not gonna argue with that. The ladder looks older than all of us combined. Good luck. Alright, let's do this.
Thank God!
You
Thank
left
God!
the dog.
Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down.
Got my paws crossed for you two. I swear to God, Gretchen has a different voice every time.
Probably.
Stay safe, Astra.
Follow Stella down into the pit. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Goodbye, Kanika. It's nice knowing you.
I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca is... I hate her.
She sucks.
Becca? Yeah, they're close, alright. Sounds like they're really lost.
The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest like the deep growl of a predator.
Oh, God.
You find yourself stepping towards the black chamber before you, compelled by some unnatural force.
Hey, you alright, Astra?
Stella reaches for your shoulder, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Oh, shit! Cult!
You said we wouldn't use this shipment. You know it's compromised.
We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. It's still sturdy enough. It'll get the job done.
Astra, are you alright? Oh, thank God, you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you just conked out. They're okay, Kanika.
Can you pronounce her name right one time?
What is it?
Kanika.
Kanika.
Literally, read it out like it is spelled. It is Ka-ni-ka. It's literally phonetic.
Alright. It could be Kanika.
Maybe, probably not, though. I've heard the name Kanika before.
I haven't. Thank God. Okay, don't move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. Kanika and I are gonna get you help. We'll be back soon, I promise. No, we're all leaving this... Eyes look fucking freaky. Don't die on me, alright? We're all leaving this place. Oh, God.
You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue.
At least no one else is down here.
Shit. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors.
Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. Rosalina, just get out of here. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina.
The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. As you settle more into your senses, Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath, and it looks like she's been crying.
I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. Just get out. Just run. Run, child.
The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. This place, at least part of it, is coming apart.
Becca and Alexis are still down there. We can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Kid, you get out of here. We'll go die for those asshole children. Please, they don't want to die.
Take Rosalina and leave. Go after Becca and Alexis.
Oh, we have to choose? Oh, God.
I didn't even think about it. I'm not gonna let I hate these teens, but I'm not gonna let them die. I'm not gonna consciously go in there.
I wish there was an option to send Rosalina out with Kanika and Stella, and then we go down there alone.
There's not, though, so we gotta make do with what we got.
Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry.
Rosalina runs back the way she came. Follow her. You run after her.
Oh, God.
The mine shakes with each new thunderous blow as bits of rocks and dust shake off the ceiling and scatter the floor around you.
I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here 1,000,000 times already. I was making it up, okay? We're coming. Just stay where you are.
Can you see those things, Rosalina? Keep going.
Just keep going. Just get out of here.
You push forward, focused on following Rosalina as she darts ahead.
Oh my God. Rosalina, you came back? I don't want to die down here. Well, then you shouldn't have been stupid.
Grab them and start running.
Yeah.
You reach forward and forcibly grab Becca and Alexis, silently pulling them behind you. You quickly push your way back the way you came, pieces of fallen rock littering the path around you. Okay, they're up. As you reach the pit, you and Rosalina direct Becca and Alexis to the ladder. They start climbing. Climb out of the pit. You follow suit and start climbing close behind.
We're gonna get dragged down by some beast. Why couldn't you just listen to someone other than yourself, Becca? Let's not do this now. I'm sorry, okay? God.
Continue towards the entrance. You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel.
Come on, you gotta go faster. We're almost there. I can see the entrance. We tried our best.
Your surroundings quake from another collapse, this one magnitudes more intense than the one you heard down in the pit. And then the knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece.
We all lived. We did it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Oh, we tried. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. It is.
It is.
Oh, she's fine. Okay, we just got out with some bumps and bruises and maybe a concussion. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. This really hurts.
Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance.
I think I heard voices in there. Oh my God. Yeah, I fucking had to sprint out of here. The goddamn concussion, probably. Jesus. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. Oh, she's stuck. But that means cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went in there to drink, right? That's the least of your problems. You almost just got everyone in this room killed, you fucking dumbass bitch.
Yeah.
Alright. Becca, that doesn't matter. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. Then just run. Just leave.
In a panic, Becca runs for the entrance and pushes her way through. This kid sucks.
Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole.
I'd say so. She's more concerned with getting busted for underage drinking when all the evidence of that has been buried under rubble and when this girl is, like, trapped.
Chet says, I think Rosalina just lost her legs. Honestly, I'm just glad Rosalina didn't lose her life.
Yeah.
This has been so stressful. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here. So there were no horror beasts this time.
Yeah.
I think we should check in with Tabby. See if she needs help. We're gonna get you help. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Oh my god, please do not leave us here. Rosalina, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here and you're gonna be just fine, okay? Astra and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Don't worry, pup. I know you're sick, but I'm here to keep you warm. Oh, question, you precious soul. Am I gonna die? Unlikely.
Yeah.
Rosalina, don't say things like that.
Death is a natural part of life, Louisa, but you're not dead yet. Of course you're not gonna die. The ambulance will be here any minute. You're gonna be okay. Just keep breathing. Probably sorry. We're all gonna die eventually. I don't know.
Just be like you're not gonna die. It's fine.
I'm gonna say, of course you're not gonna die.
You don't seem to be bleeding a copious amount, so.
Yeah. Of course you're not gonna die. The ambulance will be here any minute. You're gonna be okay, I promise.
So thanks, Astra.
Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts.
If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. You're not dying. You just probably broke your legs, and that hurts a lot, and you freaking out. You'll be fine. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there. You're fucking correct.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. You shouldn't have gone down there either.
Rosalina pauses, catching her breath.
Thank you, Astra. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help.
Alexis is right. You are very mature for your age. Anyone else would have done the same. I'm just sorry I couldn't do more. You should stop hanging out with Becca. She bullied both of you into doing things you don't want to do. Whatever happens tonight, you should remember it, Alexis. And that's why you should drink
and that's why you don't drink underage. Tell her to stop hanging out with Becca before she gets them fucking killed.
You should stop hanging out with Becca.
What are you trying to do? Make this some sort of after-school special? They're probably right, though. If we were just smart and brave like you, I wouldn't have let Becca drag me around down there. If you wouldn't have had to go after this, and then you wouldn't be... You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. This just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, still awake. Just hurts like hell. You're just going into shock. It's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay?
Actually, it's good to keep people talking so they don't pass out.
Yeah. Don't go to sleep just yet, pup.
Alexis grasps Rosalina's hands. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives.
Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. Astra, I'll be having a word with you.
This was not our fault.
We just risked our ass to save this group of 6 children from getting crushed to death in your minds. If we weren't here, you would have a fucking hell of a lawsuit on your hands, Tabitha. It's gonna be okay, Rosalina. Everything's gonna be just fine. You're over here, Earl.
Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour.
Oh my god. That's terrible. You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it.
Rosa, sweetie, I'm here.
Logan says, I can't stop thinking of going to sleep. I probably really need it. Then go to bed. The stream will be here for you tomorrow.
Yeah, go to sleep, bitch.
Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here.
Hey, you can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can.
I kind of don't like that Tabitha is like, okay, we have until the ambulance gets here to get her out of there. It kind of makes me feel like she's trying to minimize her PR damage. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives.
I mean, it could also just be a well-meaning thing of, like,
yeah,
they want her on the ambulance as soon as the ambulance is there.
That is true.
So, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean? I can't ride with her? Oh, that was your line. You'd better off driving behind us. We're headed to Boulevard, so it's quite a ways.
Is she gonna be okay? She's gonna make it, right? Please, God.
Yes, sir, I promise you. We're gonna do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. She's fine. I mean, I don't blame him.
Don't blame him for
I don't blame him for freaking out. Of course he's freaking out.
Yeah.
His 13-year-old daughter just got crushed in a mind collapse.
Yeah.
Of course he's freaking out. But, like, you know, the game being like, is she gonna make it? It's like, of course she is. She would be dead already if she wasn't.
Yeah. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone.
I love you, Dad.
The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? Oscar, I'm so sorry. At least nobody died. The scenes of reality grow weak in this town. Nobody is safe. It was Tommy knockers or something supernatural. I don't know. They brought down the mine. It's just a horrible accident. Nobody could have known this would happen. Just teens being teens. We did our best to get them out of there. What happened in there? A goddamn after-school special is what happened. That Becca girl is a terrible influence is what happened.
Maybe just teens being teens, we did our best to get them out. I think that's the best summary of what happened without getting into supernatural shit.
Yeah. No, this was no teenager's fault. It's a parent's job to make sure their kids don't deliberately put themselves in these situations. Rosalina was mad at me, and instead of fixing the thing that was driving her away, I just ignored it. This is my fault.
Oscar.
I'm the parent here.
It's Becca's fault, the dumb bitch.
Yeah. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about her house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse over time.
My offer still stands to check it out for you, once you're back from the hospital, that is.
Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've gotta go.
Mr. Oh god, we do have to say it again.
Just go with Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her.
Of course, Alexis. It will be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Do you think Rosalina's gonna be okay? I can't believe you left me down here. Ditchlings, your vision, the entities in the mines, what happens now?
The entities in the mines.
Yeah.
This is a supernatural squad here.
I saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. I'm pretty sure I saw some ghosts down there. Did you guys not see them? Everything that happened down there was centered around that main chamber, where I saw that carving. Are you sure those were Tommy knockers?
I mean, all of these options are good.
Yeah, I think we can go through all of them, because they're explored.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure I saw some ghosts down there. Did you guys not see them? But
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw some ghosts down there. They were right behind Stella right before you two left, and they followed Rosalina and I when we went after Becca and Alexis. Did you not see them?
Whoa, I didn't see anything other than the two of you in that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, and I couldn't see anything in that pit, but you might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommy knocker stories. What if they're actually bona fide ghosts? Stella.
Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber where I saw that carving.
Just go down the line.
Yeah.
Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Yeah, really weird.
Are you sure those were Tommy knockers?
Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mind collapses, I guess. Your vision?
Yeah. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit that showed me what happened to this place. Charles Shaw was set up. I think I hallucinated down there.
Doesn't sound like it was set up. It sounds like he deliberately used rotting wood to...
I think the standing man was Charles.
Oh. I don't know. Just pick that one, I guess.
Yeah. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. The Scarlets caused the old collapse. Charles Shaw was set
I
up.
thought Charles Shaw was one of... I've totally forgot who that guy was.
I don't remember either. He was a guy who helped run the mines, but I don't think he owned them or something. I don't know.
No way. Dude was a monster. I mean, the Scarlets were monsters too. They still are. What am I saying? I don't believe in visions. Whatever you saw was probably just auto-suggestion. I don't know. Neeks Astra had, like, a seizure next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had a seizure doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion.
Do you think Rosalina is going to be okay?
Paramedic said she was stable. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay.
Ditchlings! Something's telling me that this is only the beginning of our ditchling problem. Do you think it's over? That was our ditchling problem, right? Case closed. Good work, team.
There's like 4 more chapters of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that was too easy to be our ditchling problem.
Yeah, I think you're right. We've still got a lot of unanswered questions, too. Even more than we had this morning, and we had a lot of questions this morning. This is all a little too magic for me. You literally dress like a witch. Just because 2 bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Right?
What happens now?
What happens now is we have a word. All of us. What the hell were you 3 doing here? I thought I gave you very specific instructions as to stay in one place where I finished my meeting. And if I had done that, about 6 teenagers would be dead.
Yeah.
Tabitha, so shut your goddamn fuck up. I'm not taking any of your shit. I was only gone for like an hour, and here you are at the site of what was almost a deadly mine collapse. Tabby, come on. It's not Astra's fault. Stella's right. If it's anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine on your property that was barely even boarded up. It's only a matter of time until something like this happened. Yeah, why don't you fucking plug that shit up better?
Yeah.
Are we fighting? If anything happens to Rosalina, it's on you, Tabitha Scarlet. How dare you? It's not like I put up a big neon sign saying cool places for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe. You 3 were up here with them. Why didn't you do something to get them out of there sooner? We did everything we possibly could.
We did our best. Cool it, Tabitha. We're probably the reason you have 1 kid in an ambulance instead of 5 buried alive. Cool it, Kanika. I think Tabitha has every right to be upset. Cool it, everyone. It's not in their emotions. Kanika's right. Should have boarded it up better. Porting fingers won't turn back time. Tabitha's just another coal bear, and there's no point in arguing with her.
Just be like, cool it, Tabitha. We're probably the reason you have 1 kid in an ambulance instead of 5 buried alive. Fine. You're right. At least no one died. Probably. What a heartfelt apology.
She looks like she's about to murder her.
I'm about to murder Tabitha.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. What's the point of arguing like this? I'm not taking any of Tabitha's shit. Mm-hmm. I know it can feel cathartic to point fingers and yell, but what's it going to accomplish other than bruised egos? You're right. I disagree. I want to fight Tabitha right now.
Yeah.
Come on, we're leaving.
Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss?
Why are you asking her permission? She's not in charge of... Why is everyone acting like she's in charge of us? Okay, fine. Just make it quick. And don't you dare try to pull anything on them. They did nothing wrong here. Oh, hey.
Very different tale that you were telling. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too.
I don't trust these cops. Not that I trust any cop.
I don't trust no cops.
I don't trust these ones cops. In particular.
Read your goddamn line, please.
Don't you need to talk to us? We witnesses too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. Logan is leaving. Goodbye.
Goodbye. What a coincidence running into you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to meet you, Astra. Apologies for my absence yesterday. It was my special bowling night, you see. A man has to have his me time. But I was briefed on the events of last night, even though we're still not sure if what went on could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing since then, though we found neither hair nor hide nor hair of him. Could be he's just on an extended hunting trip.
Saw him die. Like, a guy goes missing. 2 people show up saying that they saw him die in the woods. And you're all like, he could just be on a hunting trip. Like, what? You have no reason not to believe.
It wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his supposed body, but we couldn't get that camera working, so no way to confirm until we track him down. Now, I understand both of these were terribly unfortunate incidents that had nothing to do with you being in the area, but as officers of the law, you have to understand that we get a little suspicious when we see the same face multiple times in a row. And, we have to ask, what exactly were these teenagers doing in a shuttered mine owned by your family, and why were you down there with them? I'll get to your questions, but we also need to talk about that man that's been stalking me. This town is haunted. Yadayujutsu. Why are you asking me this? It was a mine collapse. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. If it wasn't for me, they'd all be dead. I don't know. I have to talk to you. I know my rights.
I'm tempted to do the last one, but let's just fucking go along with it so they get off our ass.
I'll say we saw some teens sneak into it. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course, very noble of you. Pardon no questions. Just trying to gather all the facts, you see. Just being thorough. Our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one.
You had one question?
Yes. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine. Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene.
These cops are fucking useless. They didn't even ask us any follow-up questions. We're just like, what were you doing down there? We were like, we saw some teens sneak down there and we followed them because we were concerned, and they were just like, anyway, bye.
Fucking insane. But, realistic portrayal of how cops are. They don't help. They show up after the bad shit happened, and then they're just like, weird. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika.
I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no. This is just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. If anything, the only way it's your fault is that it's your fault you keep getting wrapped up in this because you have a penchant for poking around at spooky things, but the spooky things happening aren't your fault.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you? What, are they gonna take you in for not being present, for being present at an accident? Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, they asked us a singular question.
Yeah.
I always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now, come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Astra? I'd really rather you didn't. If you're gonna run around almost getting killed every night, keep my cousin out of it. You are not in charge of us.
Oh, thank you, Kanika. Legend.
Your cousin is an adult, Tabitha. They can make their own decisions. Not while they're under my roof. Excuse me?
I can, you bitch.
And I will continue to. Come on, let's go. If you could, skip the line when I read them the first time.
I didn't notice you edit. As if to illustrate her point, Tabitha grabs you out and dragging you towards the car. See you tomorrow, guys. I'll text you when we're back. I can walk to the car on my own.
I can walk to the car on my own.
You pull your arm from Tabitha's hand.
I can walk to the car on my own.
Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Sorry about today. How are you holding up? I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. Poor Rosalina, poor Oscar.
I guess if we want to extend it all ways, it could be like, sorry about today.
Yeah.
This is a wreck.
Tabitha doesn't answer.
Drop it. Just drop it.
You drop it. Tabitha's eyes remain fixated on the road.
I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. How about, why did you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? Yeah. I don't want to talk about Stella, and it's none of your business anyway.
I don't know what to do.
We could just ride in silence, or we could just quiz her. I don't really care what she thinks about us at this point.
Yeah.
I just always want to do the antagonistic options now.
I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know.
Noted. She pushes my buttons.
I like her. Is there some kind of history there? Or she's probably not going to tell us anyway, so I'm going to say I like her.
Good for you. She doesn't like me. Just be like, how are you holding up? Just try to be nice again. I don't think you want me to answer that question. Oh god, you're just a fucking...
Should we go through the last option?
Sure, why not? You should have kept tighter reins on that girl. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearland to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but the strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you this for?
Whoa, are we bonding? You can tell me stuff I'd like to know more about you. I don't really think the parents are to blame here. You're right, there were a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight.
I think Oscar was trying his very hardest,
yeah.
too.
You know, he thought that his kid was just, like, wandering around doing teen stuff. He didn't think she was gonna be drinking in a mine.
Who would have think that, oh, I haven't heard from my teenager in a few hours. They're probably in the depths of an abandoned mine shaft. Like, there's a, like, you know, obviously... Parents should keep as close an eye on their kids as they can if they have a reason to think they're doing something dangerous. But by the time your kid is 13, you think they, one, possess the intelligence to not wander into abandoned mine shafts, and also it's like there's only so much. You can only keep so much of a nut. Kids are slippery little fucks.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I don't think the parents are to blame here.
I beg to differ. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents. And clearly there are some parents at fault for this who weren't ready. Take Oscar. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive. And here he is having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her do just whatever the hell she wants. Oh, damn. And look where it got her. She's hospitalized with a crushed leg. She's going to carry that with her for the rest of her life. It's not fair. That's entirely out of line. What's wrong with you?
That's entirely out of line. You don't know, Oscar. What's wrong with you? Tabitha goes quiet. It seems that all you go. That's all you're gonna get from her.
Why do you? Oh, you master parent? How do you? What are you supposed to do when your teenager just disappears after school and doesn't answer your calls? Are you supposed to check the abandoned mine shaft? Like, why would she be there?
Yeah.
He went looking for her. Like, what else was he supposed to do?
I hate this bitch.
Sometimes
I tried so hard to be her friend, and she just hated us from the beginning, and the more I learn about her and our family, the more I'm like, yeah, no wonder my mom was estranged from y'all. Y'all suck. You are all garbage. You guys wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot.
Well, this day was a lot more stressful than I needed it to be, and it sure is the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm gonna go to bed. I suggest you do the same.
Please just talk to me, cut me some slack. Why did you even invite me here? It seems like you hate me. Good night, Tabitha.
Why do you even... I kind of want to just be like, why do you even invite me here?
It's like I've caused you nothing but grief since the moment I've stepped foot into town.
I don't hate you. I'm just trying to get through the week. It's the same as you should be doing. I just don't want you to get hurt. Why are you being such a bitch then?
Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Turn it. You head up to your room and turn it.
See, like, it seems like she's supposed to have, like, a softer, protective side, but, like, she's just such a bitch all the time about everything.
Yeah. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table.
Y'all, these are those things, right?
Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road.
Oh, Lord. I saw them again, too.
Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree.
What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. Guess there's just more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight.
You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline of this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now and future certain could hold.
Her now and future certain.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Now and future certain?
Oh, God.
I don't want to...
It's just a door opening.
I know, I just don't like what is going to...
I really thought we had gotten past the climactic part without anything spooky happening. Like, I thought we just picked the right options that avoided the spooky things. Here we go.
Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open.
Oh, it's just a cat.
Just the cat. It's always just the cat.
Don't read into this. The woman kicked me out. Just want a warm place to sleep.
It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your minds at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep.
Oh.
Bitch. I don't want to get jump scared. This isn't really like a jump scare game.
No.
But I'm worried they're gonna pull a sneaky on me. Oh shit.
I think this is just the end, cutscene like we had the last time.
Yeah.
We're going into the basement? Hello?
Why do we get Anakin Skywalker and Jane Goodall achievements? This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 is currently slated for late 2021, early 2022. We should update you when we have a firmer release date.
Alright, thank God. It's
getting
real late.
It is. Boom bow. Alright. What happens if we continue? Okay, it's just the credits. Alright! Thank you guys for joining us for Chapter 2 of Scarlet Hollow. It was really good. Again, this is a very good game, and
it's immersive. I feel so stressed when the climactic things are happening.
Yeah.
I felt so stressed when we were surrounded by the ditchlings in the first one. I felt so stressed trying to drag those teens out of there.
Exactly. It was spooky as shit. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. I'm sorry it went on for so long.
I'm not. We always say we want to stream for longer.
Yeah, but maybe not when it ends at midnight, you know?
Sorry it went on so late.
Yes. Jess goes, that wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I do think that the first chapter had a lot more horror to it. This was just more, I guess, suspenseful, but still very good. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us for our second game of Hallo-Stream. We'll see you guys soon for our next one. Bye, Jess. Bye, Chet. Bye, Mel. Bye, everybody else, too.
Peace.